I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not. Whatever. Apparently I'm not wearing my sweater vest this week.
Oh.
How will we know?
Okay, fine. Jesus.
Yay!
I have to find it though.
You should just have it ready, man.
I should have, but that would require planning, which I am.
Bow tie as well.
Yeah, but the past 2 weeks have been project management classes, so
Oh my gosh, and a bow tie?
15 weeks worth of class in 3 weeks. It's a lot to handle.
Everyone looks good in a bow tie.
All right.
Putting that out there.
I mean, I'm wearing a different shirt than I normally wear. Not wearing my long sleeve shirt, mostly because we gave our dogs. We bathed and brushed our dogs this week. So we brushed them, so then there was tons of hair all over the place, and then we bathed them, and then the next day we brushed them a bit again. So there was just hair for days because they're half Great Pyrenees.
No, I feel that. Both my dogs are, well, Athena's German Shepherd Husky, so there's always hair.
Falcor has the eyes. He's got the blue eyes, the beautiful blue eyes.
Yeah, she has a mastiff face that's really confusing.
You're like, look at my pretty eyes. Okay. We are live. As normal, we're just dicking off. We're vibing. We're vibing. Yeah.
As we do.
As we do. We've established that Twitch is terrible at sending out notifications.
It's not just the notifications. It's I had Twitch open and it didn't, show the channel as online. But I had to, now I reloaded and.
What I'd recommend with that is to go on the chat of the channel if before you think they're going to go online, and then it'll automatically alert you when they do go online.
All right, so we will do introductions as usual, starting at the front, working our way back. So that's blurred.
I'm Blitzen. I do things on the internet, and I do them semi-well most days. I play Lucia. I am the daughter of... I just forgot the daughter of... daughter of Roth.
Nailed it. Yeah, you're a little quiet. No, it's Chap. I believe Chappie was next.
Hi.
I think so.
I can't tell the order.
Shit, did I change it?
I am Shen St. Rose. I am the son of... I forgot my mother's name.
Schwambo.
Yes, not just me.
Schwanmo.
Oh, Shuangmu. And,
okay,
I don't really do things online, but I do. I was, and I'm not. Because real life is terrible. But also good.
Oh, now I have to change it from Batsby now. Gotta change it to something else.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change it to another thing. I like change. Change is good.
I hate change.
Underwear. Okay, bye. I'm done.
Especially, I hate change, especially underwear. Alright, and it's Young.
Hi, I'm Van, also known as Thousand Young. I am a purveyor of pixels on the internet. Sometimes I also do semi-good things in a semi-professional way-ish. I also do a lot of puns.
Oh yeah, so many puns. He was my follow Friday yesterday.
Wait, follow Friday?
What? I did a
Follow Friday?
yeah, I did a follow. There's a thing people do. It's like follow Friday. Usually they tag a ton of people, and so I just somebody pointed out, they're like, yeah, don't just tag a billion people because nobody cares about that. Like, it annoys people. So just tag one person and the reason why you should follow them.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Instead of just like shotgun blast of follow all these people, they're great. Like, okay, why is this Calvin Calv great? Like, for millions of reasons. Okay, and then... And nice.
Hey, I'm the nice me, or not the nice me on Twitch, whichever you prefer to call me by. I'm the one who's going to have their housemate playing scales of a saxophone in the background, so mind me while I'm mute half the time. And yeah, I play games on Twitch, and you can't find me on other social media platforms being active.
Can we have them do Careless Whisper?
Yeah, can we request Careless Whisper?
Legitimately,
I
I was
can
like,
ask
this
them
is
if
a
they
great
can
background.
learn.
I mean, it's not going to be as good as my rendition of Careless
No,
Whisper.
of course not.
So
Yeah,
long.
Ask
yeah.
them if they
So
can
long.
learn.
If my
Careless
good,
Whisper
you
for
mean
sure.
Hey. It was
great?
good. Yeah, damn right. That's right. It was great. There was passion. There was passion, okay?
There definitely was passion.
You exactly. See, nobody can disagree with my passion. Okay,
Sorry.
they could try, but I'm very passionate, as we've proven. I am Calvin Cal for Calvin Calv's Gaming. I do a lot of things. I don't have one because it's my channel, so it automatically tells you every like 20 minutes. Okay, so last game. Nelson, did you get a chance to watch any previous sessions at all, or?
Nope, this is my review.
Okay, so this is going to be a really interesting review. You guys had gone to the graveyard and found some zombies, and Kevin found a trail of blood, and everybody started following it, and that's where we ended 2 games ago. So the game after that, they followed the trail of blood, found some college student. He had a college ID on him. Robin came and helped. He had some coins to a person, and she's like, oh, fuck, okay, we're going to meet this guy. And you went and you met the merchant, who has a selection of good things on sale, stranger. And
Pretty cool.
LD was not a fan. He essentially had a test for everybody who was there, who was new. LD failed. But Kevin
LD
passed.
did not fail.
LD
LD refused
Chose
to
to
participate.
not participate.
Yeah, if in school, if you refuse to take a test, you still fail the test.
Fail it. Yeah, that's true.
You get a 0 regardless. You actually would have gotten a better grade if you attempted it, because then you could show your work and possibly get partial credit.
You know, that's true.
This is assuming I accept to participate in school. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Your
part-
character went to school. Boom, game, set, match, motherfucker.
That's called being a dropout.
My character was just walking, and then there was a school somewhere in the vicinity, but they did not enter.
And then he accidentally got a degree. It was really weird.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
Kevin had the Kevin threw fucking hands like a boss. And then Lucia went to back him up, and they won. And then that was why you have to watch 2 sessions ago just so you can see Kevin losing his shit on LD. It was beautiful. Like it was like I as the storyteller, I was getting a little worried that it was delving too close to real. But I was like, you know what? I trust my players. I'm gonna not pause because I don't want to ruin the scene, and I didn't, and it was amazing. And everybody agrees that Nice was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
She channeled Kevin perfectly, and it was beautiful. And then you guys went to the college campus. That's where that game ended. And then the last game, you guys went to the campus, found the building that the merchant had given you directions to, specifically the door to go to. Did a lot of the occult club. they're
Yeah, they were super culty.
yeah, they're stupid. they're ignorant fucking white people in New Orleans. What the fuck do you expect? We're the occult club. Ha! So they had some animals, including an invisible sloth that only LD can see. Well, only LD, and you find out later that Coleman can also see it. And who has the best name.
Exactly.
We'll have to remind you that LD did ask for this slot.
He did. He did specifically ask for a sloth, so I gave him his sloth. And I did Careless Whisper. Those are the two things that I was supposed to do for game, and I did both of
Got
them.
done. Good.
Boom. Game set.
Everyone has a familiar now.
Exactly. And
As
you...
it should be in the world.
Yeah.
You didn't say the name.
I'm sorry. I was leaving it up to you.
His name was Flash. His name was Flash.
His original name was Flash. His new name...
He's still Flash.
His new name is David Lee Sloth.
My roommate thought that it was going to be David Slowy, which is still good, but not as good as David Lee Sloth. Like that is a solid beat. Like that is a good backup name.
Yeah.
So the group went in, talked to some stoners. Brad, James, and Trevor. What is it? Chad Chatterson or Chaddington, because you were in Chaddington Hall.
Brad Chaddick.
Yeah.
Brad Chaddington, right? Brad Chaddington.
No,
You were.
it was Bradley Braddington, and his father was Bradley Braddington
Yeah,
the second.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no, he
yeah,
is
yeah,
Brad.
Yeah, because then
No,
we
he's the third.
established that
He's Brad.
Braddington Hall actually exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Brad Braddington the third. His father is Brad Braddington the second.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which
I
means he has a
remember.
grandfather who's
Yeah.
technically still alive, named Brad Braddington.
He could also be dead for all we know.
No, because usually it's
That's how,
one.
that's how you get buildings.
No, I know. Once, but as far as my understanding with how the name thing works is like once they die, like essentially it's like the numbers go down. Yeah, I know. It's,
So you've
Get
seen-
shifted.
yeah, so
We say
it's
scenes,
per Slowy Kardashian.
No. I hate it here.
Yes. See, we've missed you. Talk to them. They barely had any idea what the fuck was going on. And then at some point, some kind of specter or ghost thing took control, it seems, of James and did some dramatic demigods do not go to things you do not understand, blah blah blah. And then fucked off. And then the group left. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
And we released all the animals in our wake. because
It's
we didn't
true.
want
Yeah,
to-
so now there's just like 100 chickens running around campus.
And the goat.
And a
grazing
goat. Yeah, there's a goat.
Yeah, we took the snakes.
on the lawn.
Yeah, you did take the snakes. And the fish. Didn't you take the fish?
No, we left the fish. We
Right.
didn't know how we're gonna release them. We only took the snakes.
Yeah. Yeah. So release the animals into the campus wild. Which means you left the door open.
University are we at?
What?
What university was this?
This is oh crap. It's the New Orleans.
Something College of Engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah, the New Orleans College of Engineering. I made it up
Okay.
because it's. I'm trying to embrace the fact that it's my game and it doesn't have to exist in the same. Which is something I'm learning. And then they left campus and went back to the hotel, and everybody was kind of relaxing in their room. And so what? Essentially, because he didn't have the time, which is totally fine. Once again, I was leaving it up to Nelson if he wanted to do some side stuff. No issues. He was just working on business stuff. So I will say, to be nice to everybody, we'll say he was able to figure out something for those superhero outfits.
Yeah, the spandex for the bird.
Exactly, specifically for the bird. It's funnier if you've ever seen Dimension 20's Escape from Bloodkeep, because they have like a giant eagle that like gets like a tailored suit.
Into it.
Double pants. So it's kind of the same. Like Remy's like, I feel fancy.
Oh, nice.
So I'll say that you're able to figure some stuff out with distributors in state, and that was what you were kind of doing. You had some business stuff to manage.
Maybe Shen was trying to construct a yacht that had a baby yacht
Mm,
to one up Bezos.
right.
It's like Baby Shark, but Baby Yacht.
Baby. Yeah.
No. Bezos is just copying the Thousand Sunny from One Piece, because the Thousand Sunny, the ship, is a big ship, and to respect the older ship that they had, it essentially has a little Going Merry inside of it that they can go out and sail around. Yeah. So he's just copying anime, because he's a punk ass bitch. What are you sad for?
Remembering the Mary.
The Going Merry. Oh yeah. God, I cried. Like I literally was crying. Like I could not read. I had to wait a couple minutes before reading past that point in the web or not in the manga, because I was actually crying. Because that is God, so many emotions in that in that manga and anime.
Where did we leave off last session?
You guys were all in your
We
rooms.
went back. Because we were waiting for Sam to show up because we wanted to ask questions. Because basically a dude got possessed, and it was real fucking powerful.
And they found right, and the thing that they found a book on the original kid. I think his name was Chaddington or something like that. Oh no, or was it Chad Kevinson? I don't remember. Like,
Dude, it was all over.
it was so bonkers. He had a book, and it was by
Occultism for dummies.
Occultism for Dummies, and it's for Baby Yacht, exactly. From the Bone Man, and which nobody knows who the Bone Man is. Well, the merchant knew who the Bone Man was, but he doesn't want to fuck with the
But
Bone
he
Man
wouldn't tell us.
because
Yeah.
it's he said that he either doesn't know, won't tell you, or will tell you. Like those are the three things, and he will tell you which one of them it is. So I think he knows who the Bone Man is, but he won't tell you, or if it's something you do.
He said that he was completely out of our league. We
Yeah.
could not.
You
fuck
could
with
in your current state you can't handle him. So
And we found out that these books that these college students had were basically dropped in on the club. Like,
Yeah.
No one knows where they came from. That
They were just there.
yeah, the students assumed that it was Braddington.
The adjunct teacher.
His father's an adjunct teacher at the college. He actually was a business person, and then decided to for an engineering company, and essentially got some knowledge about engineering. So kind of got his own bachelor's in engineering, and is now kind of an adjunct professor at the.
And we were
the
going to
engineering college.
go bug him at some point.
Yeah, probably the next day, because it is still technically Sunday, because it is March 21st.
Yes. We are waiting for Sam. And I am probably trying to figure out how to shoot arrows out of my...
Actually, so you guys will probably go, eat lunch, take a shower, relax in your rooms for a little bit. Shen probably had already returned back to his room and was, doing business stuff. I will say that you were able to get some stuff, and we'll say within the next 2 days you can get the prototypes of the suits. They're like kind of we'll say at this point it'll resist like slashing lethal damage. So if somebody tries to stab you, and only up to a certain amount of time, because it's still kind of a prototype. So we'll say 5 times of getting stabbed or whatever, and then it kind of doesn't function anymore. But it's better than nothing, and that kind of validates your character being off for like half a day, without having to.
Solid half a day work. You got some solid work.
He's very smart.
Very smart robot.
This is true.
Yes,
He's very
Shen
business savvy.
Industries, R&D department.
No, it's life. It's life.
It's just.
This is his life.
Yeah. No, he's a smart.
Wicked fucking smart.
I'm not fucking.
Just putting this out there. On the agenda of things you have to do. 1, Figure out who the fuck the Bone Man is. 2. Talk to Bradley Braddington II.
Are we inside the
3. Interrogate
rooms right now?
dipshit kid who. We in our rooms?
Yeah, you guys are in.
Yeah,
You
we're,
guys.
We're in the
Talking right now.
hotel.
Yeah, you guys are in the hotel. Yeah, like I said, you had talked to Coleman. He said, "Why don't you guys go to your room, relax for a little bit."
I went to the gym. That's where I am.
Same.
I'm at the gym.
Same. I have a staff that I want to fuck with.
Tommy is actually there. And once you guys walk in, he'll like send a message to the other two. Be like, "Hey, we're training in the gym. Get down here." Since you guys, your training earlier in the day got kind of thwarted.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
He'll specifically send a message to LD, be like, "You have 10 minutes."
Oh yeah, we left off at the gym actually.
Well, no, I thought you guys were all in your rooms. I think
No,
it's
no,
like
no.
whatever you guys wanted to do, you can do, and I think 2 of you
Yeah.
wanted to go to the
No.
gym, and then
Yeah. Because you know, LD was at the gym making a fool of himself.
well, that was to begin with. Like that's period. That's all the
And
time.
then we got sent out on a mission. That's what he's saying. Like we didn't.
Yeah, you were there, then you went on a mission, and now you're back. And I think, you might have said you were also going to the gym. I don't remember. I know that 2 of you guys were going to.
I think
Well,
the gym was after we returned.
No,
or
the gym
something.
was before you left.
We went
Okay.
to Coleman, had him smoke some weed, realized that it was just weed, had a few
Sure.
drinks, ate a little bit of food, and then we were just like, eh. Then we just had like free time until like we could talk to Sam.
So some of you decided to go to the gym, and essentially, if you want to be at the gym, then that's fine. But Tommy will send out, be like, to the group who isn't there, be like, "Hey, come down to the gym. We're doing some training." And if LD doesn't respond, he's like, "You have 10 minutes before I come and physically bring you down here."
Okay, LD responds. he wants to get swole
Oh hell
In-
yeah, LD.
in his own way.
Oh yeah.
So, well, Lucy, I don't know. Nelson, you just Shen was just in his room
Yeah.
doing some work.
Wrapping up.
Yeah, okay. And you're gonna go down to the gym, I assume.
Yeah.
We'll say, 'cause since you 2 were already there, we'll say that you kind of know a bit more, Lucius, so he'll kind of say, "Why don't you, we got some dummies, why don't you just go beat them up with your staff or shoot at them or whatever, like, I'll come and give some pointers. You know mostly what you're doing. I'm just really good at it because I do a lot of it. But I'll come give you some pointers. So he will have heard from Robin about that sweet-ass move that Kevin pulled to trip the big dude." And he's like, "All
Oh
right."
my god.
He's like,
Kevin's just earning everyone's respect, and I'm here for it.
No.
"No." He's like, "That was good. I want you to show me what you did."
Oh, is he about the same size as that big guy?
I think so. No, he's 6'2". I think the other guy was like 6'6". So he's he's much beefier than the other guy was.
Well, like, will I have space? I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
no,
like,
yeah. You'll be able to. He's big enough
let you do
that,
it.
that you can. Because you're what, 5'6"?
Okay, I'll tentatively like get down and then just like speedy through like his legs.
You'd be like, "No, take your time. Don't. I'm not.
Just like okay.
Just take it slow." So it's one of those things where you probably in heat of the moment you pulled it off, like 1 in a million shot, and it worked, which is great. So it's just try to recreate it, and then that's you practice getting good at it. By you practice it, and that's how you get good at it, so that you can pull it off easier in the future.
Is this gonna be one of my key skills now?
Well, this is where you start.
Combat.
I just wanted to do some yoga. I was stressed out from what happened earlier. I just needed to de-stress.
That's fine. I just want to see this move that you pulled off.
Okay, yeah.
Just take it slow. Don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna judge. I'm constructive criticism only. I'm only an asshole to my cousin.
Do I have to roll to see how well I do?
No, because before it was kind of in the heat of the moment. Now, you've rested a little bit. You'll be, because you're going slowly through it. You're like, wait, you'll mess it up a couple times, like trying to figure it out, and he'll kind of be like, yeah, go back to the beginning, start over, and then you'll be able to kind of pull it off mostly, and he'll be like, all right, cool, and he'll be like, okay, so next time, that's good. Try to lock your legs like this, or
Try to hit
do
their knee at this
exactly like he will give you, like I said, constructive criticism. He'll give you pointers.
Train in martial combat. Is this what this is?
A little bit, we'll say.
I just say from the back, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club.
Beating the shit out of stuff.
You do have the sword, so that is a good trip maneuver. He'll show you a couple other kind of trip maneuvers. It's specifically on a big guy. You're limited to what you can do. Hit him in the knees and then push, or there's a lot of, you want to take him down. You want to take him at the knees. That is probably the ideal place to take down a person who is significantly bigger than you. He'll also kind of throw in some judo throws type of stuff, or probably more pancration, but he's kind of an all-around brawler. But so he'll try to match stuff that would fit your smaller frame. Like, he could just manhandle people. Like, wrestling, he could probably teach you wrestling, but that would require some more muscle. So he'll just teach you the stuff that is more about... He'll teach you more about, like judo throws, which more are based on leverage and positioning than just pure strength. Pancration? That's the Greek wrestling martial art thing.
No, Pancake Nation.
Oh, Pancake Nation. Yes.
Tempura churros.
I'm into pancakes.
Exactly.
Pancake Nation.
Right. So he will. We'll say that there are probably a couple other people there, working out, doing whatever, and he'll kind of tell you some of those things. You'll have some mats set up, and he'll kind of get you a sparring partner.
I'll spar for sure.
I'm getting to you.
Lady.
So that you can, and then at some point, when you want to know how to use your sword better, we can get to that.
Can I use it to jab people?
Oh, like pommel punch? Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing you could do. Yeah. Why don't we focus on the what we're working on now? Like I said, we'll get to that. We got time.
Because that's what I really wanted to do, but I realized I didn't know how to use it.
That's fine. Like I said, I'll teach you. You're doing your own thing. He's going to leave you last just because you already know what you're doing, and you're doing your own thing. He's like, He's like, I will get to you.
What I'm going to do is figure out how to shoot arrows with this fucking staff. And I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes going...
So LD, were you going to the gym immediately? Or,
Yes.
Okay. So he probably would have had you walk around for a little while. Get some
Around the gym?
around the gym.
Or
Get some
on the treadmill.
Treadmills are okay. Calvin personally don't like treadmills just because it always feels weird getting off of the treadmill. Like, it always gives me that vertigo feeling. And so he'll probably have you walk around the gym. Just because then at least it's a change of scenery all the time. There's a pool. I mean, if you wanted to go do some swimming in the pool, to do some cardio.
Set David on the floor, and I tell him to do his own thing, like follow me or something.
Tommy see him. Like, Tommy see.
No, Tommy wouldn't be able to see him, though.
That's what I'm thinking, but
Just-
I thought I'd ask.
We
Yeah,
know that Coleman can see.
Yeah, Tommy-
That's Coleman.
Tommy can't see
Yeah.
him.
No, it's because they're...
Or Tommy does not react to it. You aren't sure if he could see it or not, but he doesn't say anything about it. We'll say that. That leaves it more ambiguous that you're like, maybe. So while he's doing the stuff with Kevin, you'll kind of do some some warm up stuff, and then he'll once you're.
I am as over the top as I can be.
You're like, and then like, you're like
If
there's.
he's doing, no, legitimately, if he's
around.
doing that,
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
going to
I am.
I am going to start aiming at him to like shoot like fucking arrows out of the staff. And I'm
There's
just
like. There's like a. We'll say that there's like because there's some equipment that there's some bigger equipment. That takes up a little bit of the field of vision around like one corner, and that's where he stops. He's like, like for like a good 2 minutes every time he gets there. Like everybody can hear it because he's gone out of shape. He's like, and then
those drugs, man.
and then he's like, like he's nothing like
Doing great, feeling fine.
not saying anything like, oh yeah, 2 minutes. Shh. I was just doing some stretching back there. Just don't want to show off all of these
Just
gains.
squats.
Just do it. Don't want to show. You don't deserve all of this, so I'm doing this in secret. So yeah, he will. Because they do have test dummies, so he will once he has gotten her set up or Kevin set up with a training partner. He'll come over to you and be like, okay, so are you proficient in spears?
Spears?
I mean, that's what your stick turns into.
That sounds like a no.
I'm a bit rusty. Can you remind me?
About your weapon turning into a spear?
No. How
Okay.
to use spears? Because it's been a while since I was in a phalanx or anything.
Or just call it Brittany.
No.
It's only the one. It's Britney Spear, not Britney Spears.
This is true.
It's if there was.
No, maybe he can do.
That's true. That's true. Maybe he can like shoot spears out of it. Just
Both spears,
yeah, akimbo just. Oh! Which is super not productive because he's not strong enough to handle 2 spears. He's got to get his strength up first.
He's not strong enough to handle one spear.
Shh, I know. They'd be like, right, of course, it's been forever since the phalanx training of our
Yeah.
youth.
Yeah.
He'll give you like smack on the shoulder because it's funny, gently. He more like he like pokes you on the shoulder. You're like, okay. Yeah, and he'll get you with some test dummies, and go through some basic spear form. Just to. He's like, I don't expect any of you to be masters. I mean, except for
when
her,
he's
she's an anomaly. I don't expect.
when he's not looking at.
like you're gonna stab him, or like you're just like being dramatic.
No.
You're posing
Yeah,
with it.
being
Okay.
dramatic and
Okay.
posing
Okay.
with spear.
Yeah, that tracks. And then so he will. Yeah, he'll just some basic form.
I check out for. Sorry. I look around, and if I see any cute people around in the gym, I wink at them and.
They're like, okay. And then they like turn around. They're like, okay, whatever. Creepy old dude. It's the creepy old dude at the gym. So, yeah, he'll just go through some basic forms. This is essentially justifying, like, if you guys want to spend some of your experience points, like, putting into, some melee or strength or, this kind of... Because I know most of you don't have the best physical stats. So this is kind of a little bit of a justification if you guys, for in-game reason, want to be able to... Not that you need one. If you just want to raise things... I don't care if you're like, yeah, I want to raise my occult, even though I've done nothing with it ever. Like, I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Like, I don't need a validation, but if you guys want validation, this is some validation for raising some of your physical stats or your melee or.
Yeah, thing is, it probably makes narrative sense to do so, given that we are training.
Yeah.
But are you going to do so?
Yeah, I am. I think I am. Yeah.
So
Because I have a lot of unspent experience.
it's true you do.
Like all of it, basically.
That's true. You haven't spent any of it. Yeah, so he'll kind of get you some basic
Yeah, I
forms. He's like, if you ever want to use a shield with it, I can teach you how to do that too. But you got to get your strength up. We'll just focus on just the spear right now.
Can I? Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I should like get a custom made one, custom painted. Like maybe it has,
Okay.
my LP cover or something.
Right. Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would judo throwers be?
Everybody can feel the sheer weight of Tommy rolling his eyes. Like LD's like, yeah, and like he's like this, and he just rolls it. Like Tommy just rolls his eyes. Everybody's like, I can feel his eyes rolling. Like that's how strong that eye roll was. Okay. Yeah, we'll focus on being able to use the spear with two hands, and then build up the strength to use it in one hand, and then. I mean, it's not that you guys aren't allowed to use guns. It's just these are the basic weapons you guys got. So so this is what I'm kind of training you on. It's always better to
So-
take somebody out from far away, but
So that would go into melee.
Robbie boy had a gun.
Yeah. Robbie boy.
So it says experience costs for abilities are rating times 2.
unless it's new.
Yeah, melee is not.
Do you have any points in melee?
Nope.
Okay, so because it's a new ability, it's 3 points
So 3 points, you get 1 dot.
to get the first dot,
Yeah. Okay,
and then
so
that's where the trait increase goes, where it's rating times 4. So I believe that is your current rating times 4.
rating times 2. It says here.
Ability favored by divine parent. That's if it's ability favored. Oh, right, attribute. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Ability times 2, rating times 2. It's your current rating times 2. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna say
Yeah,
it's current
let's-
rating times 2 for now, and then that I might be wrong. So
I-
for this session, it's whatever the current rating times 2, and if it's wrong,
the
I'll check it
current
later.
rating or the rating you want to achieve times.
I don't want to look it up, so we'll say for this session, it's your current rating times 2.
Okay, so I'm putting 2 dots. I'm
Okay.
gonna cheese it.
You're gonna spend those 5 points.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm a real quick learner.
Hey,
when
you
it comes
established
to
that you're like, yeah, I'm a little out of practice,
Yeah, because
So-
all Greek people get
Exactly,
Weird
phalanx
training.
training. Exactly.
yeah, like I had that in kindergarten.
Exactly. Hell, I did too, and I'm American. Oh no, wait, that was tetherball. Sorry, I got tetherball experience.
Yo, tetherball preps you for anything.
Oh yeah, tetherball is bought. Well, especially teaches you how to play against people who are way fucking bigger and stronger than you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
in 6th grade, there was a kid who was like at least a foot taller than me and probably a
To
good
be
75
fair-
pounds
to be
heavier.
fair, so does spear training. Like you can kill anyone.
Yeah, you just stab a fucker.
Yeah, regardless of size.
Mm-hmm.
Notice the use of the word regardless.
Yeah, irregardless, you can kill somebody. You don't want to start nothing. Don't start none, won't be none. Yeah, so he'll work you through that, and he'll be like, yeah, no, you're getting it. Yeah, exactly. Like you jokingly made the comment, but you're like, oh shit, no, I do actually know how to do this. We'll actually say for one of your music videos that you made, you did like
Yeah.
it was something kind of military Greek themed or something. It was kind of it was a bop, and you're like there was you had to take some training for or whatever, and which means you actually probably have that shield actually somewhere, that custom made shield somewhere.
Oh yeah,
You just have to remember where-
And it did have the.
Says it's a bop. I still don't believe it.
It is. It is.
That just means that Young has to write this bop and perform it.
Yeah, I still have to complete.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That explains. That probably explains why nobody knows who LD is, because he's only put out like one CD in like 4 years.
But it was full of bops,
LD is-
so,
It's full of bops.
Super famous, and all the songs were bops.
Oh, so he's the Greek equivalent of Lil Nas X.
He hasn't put out a lot, but everything he does, fucking quality.
Oh yeah, it's true though. I love his songs. Anyway, yeah, he's like, yeah, no, you got it, and he'll be like, all right, and he'll get you a training partner because now that you're a little bit more comfortable, he'll get you somebody to kind of practice. They do have a shield and just so you can kind of train against actually attacking somebody.
So what is going on through LD's mind is wanting to go topless and put on some baby oil and pose with his spear.
Okay.
Kevin doesn't want to see.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants.
I'm just trying harder and harder to figure out how to shoot arrows
all those varicose veins.
Shoot
Yeah.
Shen down here
Just
yet? Can we
Yeah, no, Shen's down here. He probably would have had Shen, like, if Shen wants to go for, like, jog or run, or, like you said, there's a swimming pool if you want to. He doesn't know what your preferred method of, cardio is, so he's just.
I think I'm actually doing like Tai Chi because I want to do
Sure.
something more active than general meditation, but I'm just doing Tai Chi and
Okay.
trying to ignore
Trying
the
to.
awkward energies
Yeah.
that are flowing around me.
Awkward energies. What are you talking about?
This,
Trying so hard. but
obviously,
they're just
obviously, it's Lucia. Obviously, with all that awkward
Smelling
energy.
waves of baby oil or
Just-
whatever, like filling the room, and I'm like, why does it smell like I'm at a theme park?
They actually don't have any baby oil, so it's olive oil.
I'm transported to the Greek Isles.
It's just olive oil and Greek yogurt smell. It's really weird.
Why do I crave Chobani? What's going on?
I have so many emotions right now. I'm also picturing. I know it's not Greek, but my brain immediately went to the Bali music videos, like the Bollywood music video things, like how ridiculously over the top and amazing. Because they're the Bollywood is.
It's so good.
I want to say that Bollywood
they
is
have-
the best.
Like they have serious protection values.
We're talking about how,
Yeah.
like, in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden you have all of these singers and
Yeah.
dancers. We're getting
Yeah.
that vibe from this right now.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, we're
Yeah.
in the gym, and then like we have like LD doing all
Yeah.
this with like.
With the spear.
But
and-
it's just Greek instead of Indian. Like it's just
And
Yeah,
just
and I have
LD.
just smeared in olive oil.
yeah, in olive oil. You're like you're disgustingly impressed.
Yes.
You're like,
And
this
now I
is
crave
Like, where did
Right.
you
myself.
get it from?
where did
Who put it on?
yeah, because there's just a couple of like women just come in and they're doing some like belly dancing and like it's just weird how this happens. Like they're just like there's a belly dancing conference and they just wanted to practice. They just wanted to do practice in
and then
the
LD
gym.
just walk in front and he's just like posing.
Yeah,
And they're like,
spend some legend points for that.
no, I won't make you spend it just because it's ridiculous and funny. Like,
Like there's a legit dancer backup.
it's just serendipitous is what it is. That's why I'm saying everybody's like, this is. I mean, he's not in shape anymore. He's a very awkward looking dude, and he's a little out of shape. But okay, like,
But I'm glistening.
but he's and it's
posing
kind of
with the spear and
impressive.
dancing.
You don't understand. You're conflicted about how to feel right now. So, all right. So Shen is working on some Tai Chi. Tommy will come over and be like, all right, so you
So I spent a legend point.
okay. That we'll say that will possibly justify raising your legend. It's the first steps towards raising your legend in the future. Because now there's like these women are gonna go tell the other. Well, there's actually probably a couple of dudes too. Because that's I know men who do belly dancing too. So there's probably like 4 women and 2 dudes that are in there and they're practicing or whatever. And so you
By
have
the
a
way, we do actually have a form of belly dancing here.
oh.
Yeah, which is like. Yeah, it's
How
something that-
convenient that all 6 of them know Greek belly dancing.
Pacific Island.
Exactly. It is strangely serendipitous.
Specific.
It's almost like
you would
divinely
be
serendipitous.
Hard pressed to find anybody that doesn't.
Okay. It's just that's one of the things that you guys do.
Yeah, it's a culture.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm into it.
Yeah, no, me too. That's cool. Yeah, but still, like, it has to be divinely serendipitous. And and at that point, that's when, while you're glistening, that's the point where you're like standing there, that David like starts climbing up of you. So you have your sloth as you're like
you kind of see like paw prints up here.
in the baby oil. Okay. Anyway, we're done with you. Stop. So he'll walk over to Shen and be like, okay, so you were introduced to how to use your fuck, my brain is forgetting what they're called.
My rings.
Yeah. My brain needs to.
Rings.
Exactly.
Turn in the secret rings.
Exactly. Shut up.
You know, I was talking to
Wait, is Calvin the only one who got that?
Batsby. Yeah, that's it's actually a Turkish word, by the way.
Yeah, it's your
Tüketeli.
it's your relics. There we go. Yeah, it's. And you're like, all right, so you were kind of introduced to it this morning, and then it got kind of interrupted. So, what else do you know? Do you know? I mean, obviously you're practicing some Tai Chi, so you know some Tai Chi. Do you know any other combative martial arts or weapon styles or what?
I mean, growing up, I was trained in various forms of kung fu, but mostly defensive and not. I've never had to fight because Alfie, he points at Alfie and goes, "I don't really need to."
Okay.
I'd like to consider myself more of a pacifist now, anyway. So.
Okay. I respect that, but you're not going to have that choice always. And so I want to make sure that you can defend yourself. I mean, you have Lucia, and she's a powerhouse, and apparently Kevin is a badass too. So you got some people that, and somehow, some fucking way, LD knows what he's doing.
Still posing.
He's still posing.
Still covered in olive oil.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's like some like musicians came in, and there's just like now there's a little bit of like
There's just like a whole thing going
yeah,
on.
there's just like somehow everybody's just like this has to be Dionysus being a dick because this is too serendipitous. So understand that you this is effectively a war. You won't always have the choice of not fighting. And I respect you wanting to not fight and always putting fights last, but I also need to make sure that you all know how to fight.
I mean, that's fine. I don't mind not learning, but I would still prefer non-lethal. So if there's ways that
Sure.
I can
100%.
do,
Yeah. Yep.
Just suppression, and if it comes down to it, like disarmament, or from what little I know, learning how to, block chi or completely paralyze folks, but not kill them.
Pressure points, joint locks. Sure. Yeah, no. So, some Aikido. Obviously judo. Yeah. You're not super strong, right?
Good guy. Tommy's a good guy.
I would prefer, like I said,
Oh no, you're actually really strong.
More like the Thai sisters from like Avatar, where like they are like stealthy and quiet and can like subjugate and like disarm and
Right.
not have to like kill anyone, but literally like
Sure.
poke a few spots or
They're not
like
sisters, They're just
Ty
like
Lee.
sisters in
Well, Ty Lee had a bunch of sisters.
because I remember
She just
May
happens to
was
be the
an
one
only
who.
child.
May. No,
The
she had a brother.
the circus one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who used like
Ty Lee.
could block
But
elements.
they were in a sisterhood. It's all good. I'm sorry for the
It's fine.
All
Oh,
good.
you're fine.
No, it's fine. The correction.
But yeah, it's he's talking about Ty Lee, who could block chi and paralyze people.
So I would like in my head, I would like to build Shen to be more like unobtrusive on the battlefield. So he's like he's almost like a rogue, but instead of being lethal, he sneaks around and incapacitates thing. Like,
You want to be unassuming, be able to defend yourself
Yeah.
in a manner of disabling
But
people.
ultimately, he's a healer. Like he wants to.
Right.
And if there's a way to like format the rings, I think you mentioned like the rings can like absorb energy and like shoot it out or something.
So
it's something
at this
along those
at this point, we essentially the one ring can take 1 point of incoming damage, so you can reduce 1 point of incoming damage, and then the other ring sends out the exact same type of damage, either when you attack somebody or just pew pew. Like you can shoot out 1 point. Like it's really up to you.
Which I think is dope because it's like in that same theme of like Tai Chi and like
Yeah,
energy and
exactly.
redirection and all that stuff.
So yeah, he'll definitely go through because you do have brawl of 1 point, so you do know a little bit. We'll say that's probably the basic training of the Tai Chi and the some Kung Fu that you'd learned. And I would say, especially considering the popularity of MMA overall, your dad probably would have wanted you to get into a little bit of that, just because that's kind of the diverseness of it. You know, you don't like you didn't have to really fight. You're like, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to learn how to defend myself if I need to. And they're like, you're paying us a fucking $5,000 a month. We don't give a shit what you do. Like, you're giving us loads of cash. We don't care. Like, just we'll teach you whatever. Like, we'll teach you. We'll teach you how to We'll teach you how to garden if that's what makes you happy. Whatever. Like, for how much?
It's a form of martial arts in some.
That's true.
traditions.
So yeah, it's so do you have any skill in weapons at all, or like firearms, swords?
Yeah, like I wouldn't like be advanced, but I could pick up. I would like to be able to pick up a weapon and know how to use it, but I would still refrain from
Right. Well, there are non-lethal, like there are beanbag shotguns that you could use, or tasers,
Rubber
Yeah.
bullets.
rubber
I'd
bullets,
almost, like,
or
it. In my head, like be like Nightwing, and have like those like electronic taser batons or something.
Mhm.
Like if I had to use something.
right. Ah, some Filipino martial arts, huh?
Yeah, use some Eskrima sticks.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll teach you some
I also don't
Eskrima.
know how many points I have. Is it supposed to be?
You have
10?
10. Everybody should have 10 total. If we're not if you add up spent and unspent, it should be 10, I believe.
Thing is, it doesn't let me modify how many of my points are.
Below, go into trait, add your trait, and put in the cost. It'll do it itself.
It does, yeah. So it's new trait costs. You would go in and you would,
Mm-hmm.
or no, it's not modify maybe. Oh, add, yeah, the add, and then you pick.
Yep. Say how much it costs, and it'll modify all your shit.
Is it?
So-
And the experience points thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
For advanced
So
points.
total earned, you should have 10.
So
I have 8 total earned. So-
Yeah,
You-
I
ev-
hadn't. Added.
Yeah, everybody at the end of last game, you would have gotten,
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Good. Gotcha.
Everybody has 10. Fuck it. I don't know. Everybody has 10. Or has 10 total, counting spent and
Earned.
unspent. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 earned total. Because I think I gave
So-
gave everybody 2 for their, or was gonna give, I don't know.
Either way.
Irregardless. You deserve that. Consider how much of a hassle you are to
Why do
me.
I
It's
have
only
to be
fair.
tortured? Why do I have to be tortured in the process?
Because it's fun.
Okay, so do I just click the circles?
Yeah, you would, to increase them, you would just click to whatever rank you're putting it up to. Like I said, it's current rating times 2. So if you're at 1 and you're going to 2, it's 2. We'll say, actually, we're gonna say it's probably because he has, there's an intelligence thing where if you're teaching somebody something, it's half cost or whatever. So we'll say because he's teaching you these stuff that it costs less for you guys to learn it.
I can't find my spell.
So I just need to put them in abilities, or
Yeah, because it's because what are you raising? Your brawl?
no?
Ah, there it is.
And what's the difference with a check mark versus non-check mark?
The check mark just means it's favored, so it actually costs you less.
I would like.
So Brawl is cheaper for you. It actually, because we're doing it this way, it's current rating times 2 minus 1. So it actually costs you 1 point to raise it to level 2.
Okay, I spent 1 point, so that's now I only have 9 points left.
Correct.
Okay. But can I also add like more magic powers, or is it only abilities right now?
If you want to train with some of your other stuff, he's down to train that too. It's just he's kind of focusing right now on the martial stuff. But if you want to, you're still training. So if you want to train with some more stuff, it's kind of the environment, the training environment that's being helpful.
What would be my rings, like if I wanted to like boost?
I would say that would be raising your relic. So it's however many points you have in your relic.
I don't have any points.
Yeah, you have 3 points. You have 3 points in yin and 3 points in yang. Because those are your relic. They're just named because they're the relic name. Because you're yin and yeah. Well, no. If you go to advantages under your birthrights, yin and yang, those are your relics.
Oh, okay.
Because those are the divine gifts that you were given.
Oh, mine's almost max. Can I keep pushing that?
Well, technically, yang actually, because Yang probably does. We'll say Yang probably does 2 damage because you could boost the damage. You can only go up to 5 right now, so you could. Yin already gives you a base 1 reduction. So if you want to raise your yin, that would be increasing your. That's more boosting the strength of your relic, which you haven't met the person that can help you boost your relics yet.
Oh, how do I undo? Oh, okay, you get a quick one.
I think actually you just click on the lower ranking.
Oh. Okay.
But if you want to try to practice any of your like your animal, your health, magic, whatever.
Magic. I'm gonna do magic.
You should have picked a spell. I don't know if we ever got you a spell though.
No.
Okay. That would be in. Oh no, the unlidded eye.
But that isn't offensive. That's just like I see shit, right?
Right. So I mean, if you want to look, I think there's only 2 level 1 spells. I don't think any of them are offensive.
Oh really?
But if you want to try to work on stuff, you could say you're working on maybe some spell. Robin could probably help you with that if you want to. After you're done kind of the physical training, if you wanted to work on that. Like, you guys are going to have a couple hours, because it was only like mid-afternoon, so you guys are going to have a couple hours before it's dinner time, and so if you want to, you're doing some physical workout, and then you want to try to do some spell work or whatever, trying to figure out spell stuff, then...
how do we get new spells?
You practice and learn them. It's a little... I'm not
experience cost wise.
That should be under experience cost because they're traits, I think.
Yeah, because here they're
Pantheon specific, or they're purviews.
The purviews.
Yeah,
exactly.
because
yeah,
and it's associated with Divine Parent, which yours is. The 2 of you that have anybody who has magic, it's.
I have 1 spell, but I want another spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a section at the end of the experience cost that it says spells specifically. So under
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's spells. Yeah.
Right, because it's a new spell. You're right. Good
yeah,
catch.
but here we don't have any dots for the spells because
you can't upgrade the spells. You can only gain them.
Okay.
here it's maybe how many spells you can learn. The spell magic associated with Divine Parent and spell.
I think you have to rate. Yeah, I think you have to raise your magic rating to be able to get higher level spells. Essentially, like you need 2 dots to get 2 dot like a 2 dot magic spell. But if you want to learn the other 1 dot magic spell,
there's no dots in the handbook. Like for the spells, spells are this spell. There's no dot costs, if I recall correctly. They're not like there's no hierarchy,
Hallelujah.
higher level or lower level.
Let me. I should have pulled up the book.
I
so
mean,
that's-
but doesn't it say it on the experience cost? Like,
Yeah,
like
it
it's a
does.
spell.
But yeah, but what's with the rating? That's the thing.
I'm looking it up
oh, I see what you mean.
to make my
see
official
what you're talking
judgmental.
about.
I mean, I might be wrong here, so. But I don't think that there is like dots or anything.
But I don't think
or
I am.
ratings or the spell levels or something like that.
Let me look. Yeah, so your magic purview is supposed to be it is its own purview. So you should have dots in magic.
I do have one dot in magic.
Yes, so that means that if you want to get the new spell, so if you want to get the other level 1 spell, you could buy that. If you want to get level 2 spells, or the two that have 2 dots, you have to raise your magic to level 2 before you can learn the level 2 spells.
There are levels in spells.
Yeah, it's essentially it's the dots. Dots are its levels essentially. You can learn level 1 spell. Like it's 1 dot is level 1 spells, 2 dots is level 2 essentially. Like it's
Okay. That exists. It has the spells categorized by level or dots.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So now that I have 1 dot, can I get another 1 dot spell, or do
Yeah.
I have?
Yeah, if you wanted to get, because you have what, the thread. If you want to get the unlidded eye, you can get that. Or if, like I said, Robin's probably down here training, and if you guys, if you want to do some magic training
but
stuff,
I
then
get that like automatically without paying any cost.
no, you'd still have to buy the new spell. But if you essentially are trying to create your own level 1 spell, that's kind of what Robin is here for. Or if you wanted to raise it, although I think you need Legend 3 to raise it to level 2.
How do we create our own spell?
I don't know. That's kind of a work in progress. Like
I have level 3 legends.
Okay, so you could take magic level 2 to gain level 2 and access to a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So if you want to raise your magic, like once again, she's here, so she's willing to help.
So if I raise my magic, I have to pay how many
Let me
dots?
look. I'm looking. Because it's a purview. So it's whatever the special purview associated with Divine Parent. Because it's under
It
trait
is.
increase. It's rating times 4.
It's ratings. Rating times 4. So I'll have current rating or rating.
Because, like I said, because of the environment you're in, because you're having like focused kind of
Okay.
masters, people who know what they're doing, it's current rating times 4.
Okay, so I spend 4 more points, and
Yeah, if you want to create a spell, that's something we could work on in between games. Because I don't know how that would work either. Because that's especially very new territory for me. But I'm more
Okay.
than willing to.
we'll do that. We'll leave it at that. I just spent the points. We'll let's say I'm researching the spell for now.
Well, we'll say she's helping you kind of work on the. It's more the working with it, not necessarily the research of it. It's more the manipulating the energy in the way that you want to do the thing that you're working towards. So if that's something that, and she gives him treats every once in a while. He especially loves treats. They're Scooby snacks. So yeah, if that's something you want to do for Shen, then that's something once again we can kind of work on in between games. I know you're kind of busy, but
But is Shen gonna try suck energy out of children?
Only demon children. Evil devil children.
Is Shen what? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, it's in chat.
Oh. A regular.
How do I shoot arrows out of my staff?
All
This
the
is
right
all
questions.
I've wanted to know this whole time. How do I?
I know. We're getting there. You probably have figured it out by now.
Probably. Or I've spent half the time watching LB.
You're like,
Finally.
you're
By
like
the way,
leaning on your bow staff.
The,
You're like,
the next time anybody
it's
looks
like a
at
car
me,
crash.
the next time anybody looks at me, I'm now holding up a bunch of grapes and slowly and sensually.
And it's a photographer showed up. It's really weird.
Like on a divan. And
Exactly.
Like not surprising.
Yeah, it's become an impromptu photo shoot. Like, it's just so weird. And then almost, like, once he stops, when he's like, all right, I think I'm done with this fear. I'm going to go work on some magic. Like, just suddenly everybody's like, oh, yeah, it's time for, like, everybody just, like, disperses within, like, a minute. Everything's out. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay.
That was bonkers.
Just holding my... Yeah, Rolling Stone, right. Front page. Right. Thanks.
So we have to have, after LB is having his time with Robin, Shen also has.
Well, Shen probably was doing the time with Robin first.
Oh.
Because LD probably took a while training at the spear and then training with his fucking photo shoot that just randomly showed up. And then...
Shen's prompt like that.
yeah, Shen is prompt like that. Overly. Yeah. You want to suck the energy out of people? Actually, you know what?
Before sunrise.
Before Sam gets it.
Well, no, I'm saying it's, if you want to, I'll say it's a level 1 spell if you want to, like, because once again, you're trying to go the pacifism kind of, if you want to get something that, like, kind of magically puts somebody to sleep.
Right, yeah.
Like a sleep spell almost, like,
Yeah.
That's something we can kind of figure out. Like, but that could be a thing that you're kind of working on, is, like, trying to figure out how to, like, because you don't want to suck energy out of somebody, like, oh shit, I killed them. Like, you're just like, how about you just sleep? And they're like,
I would say, yeah, to have to do that instead of having to use, like, medical stuff every time.
Mhm.
Like, shoot a tranquilizer. I mean, like, that...
you can just call it anesthesia.
Or manesthesia. Magic.
Get the fuck
No,
out.
because it's mana.
Only one person is allowed that bullshit, and it's him. No. And he barely is allowed to do it. No. Anesthesia is nice. Yeah, something like that, which actually could be helpful, once again, if somebody's freaking out and you need to heal them. You know. And that's a less lethal way of anesthetizing somebody.
I
Yeah.
would, it's a bard spell, and you have to be like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I'm gonna stroke your forehead, and then...
It's like the jiggle. No. Jigglypuff song.
And then I'm pissed when everyone falls asleep.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then, why does everybody wake up with drawings on their face? It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, but you can figure out some kind of sleep spell. We'll figure it out after.
We find out.
I love it. It's
really
good. That's really cool, actually. I like the idea of that. Young LD could be like some kind of like irresistible dance. Like,
You have too many drugs in your system, sir. Why isn't it working? Sir.
By the way, when you touch me, your hand comes out.
yeah, you
Why
just-
am I poisoned?
it's baby oil. It's olive oil.
It's like a mixture of baby oil and olive oil and some
some sweat.
Pieces of feta for
Sebum.
some reason.
Feta, of course.
Natural sebum.
What?
It's just
Starts
emitting
eating.
these pheromones that are attracting all these people to this location at this
Right.
specific time.
Right. It's just the weirdest thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be. Yep. If you want to, if there's anything else you want to work on, Shen, you can.
Sleepy
Oh,
spell.
totally.
He'll even probably work with AI Fred a little bit. Like, all right, if you're gonna be fucking things up, then you gotta learn how to like throw some boxing. Because he's got we actually have to give him stats eventually.
I thought you said sass. I'm like, he got plenty.
He's got that's part of the
Mom.
that's part of the
Understands.
that's the main operating system. Like that's
What's your operating?
SAS.
SAS 2.5.
Yeah, SAS 2.5. Well, no, it'd be 3.5 because the first one was when your original design for robots, and then the combatives, and then so now it's the healing. So it's the 3.0. He still got a little bit of the SAS from 1 and 2. All right. He will finally come over to Lucia. And be like, what's up? What do you want to work on? Yes.
Number one, how do I shoot fucking arrows out of this thing? And then once that's done, if I haven't already figured it out by now.
Actually, Robin probably could have helped you with that because she was there and they weren't doing the magic initially. So, if you were having trouble with that, she probably would have helped you.
Which,
So-
Yeah, I can't hear you.
easy peasy.
Yeah, you're still a little quiet, Blurred. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Gotta be all
I
up
was
in
like
there.
putting my shit down
All up
when
in
the
it.
weirdo walked to say something to me.
Typical weirdo.
Yeah, it's his fault. Everything is.
Colonizing your sound.
Yep. Anyway, if Robin could have helped me figure
Yeah.
out how to shoot arrows out, that would have been fine.
Yeah, she would have.
That,
I'd-
it was just.
It was kind of a because he wanted to work on magic. I was like, who knows magic? Robin knows magic. Fuck it, Robin's here. She'll help you with magic. Like,
So,
So-
LD would have been shot
Yeah.
with an arrow by now.
he would have been missed by a couple arrows, which actually make his photo shoot look even better.
That is just like arrows going.
There's
flying
just
by.
there's just like some arrows flying by, and it's just like it looks like. Well, it's because of the angle. It actually looks like there's his spear, and then right behind his spear, like at the perfect angle, was an arrow. So it looks like he has like this this. Actually, no, it's probably right in front of it. So it looks like he has this spear of light.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Wait, does it now smell like burned olive oil?
No, because she didn't hit him.
Missed. Would I have missed him though? Come on. I would have
he's
hit him
being
at
blessed
least
by
once.
Just
right now.
for comedic effect, you missed him every time.
He was so greasy that they just.
So greasy.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
greasy.
exactly. It's all the oil.
All the oil.
I would be so angry.
It's once again he was divinely blessed for some reason. It was really weird. You're like, I'm
Dude,
so
if I
mad
missed
now.
him that many times, at some point, I would have just been like, no, fuck you, Dionysus. Damn, no, I would have hit him.
You a
God damn.
bitch. Your mom's a hoe,
You
Dionysus.
Suck,
The
dude.
next time you drink alcohol, it
Dionysus,
tastes like
you
shit.
just. Yeah, it probably will. Just like,
Joke's on you, Dionysus. I'll drink whatever.
I don't give a fuck what it tastes like.
It gets me drunk. You're like, I've drunk bootleg. Motherfucker, don't try me.
I drink some weird shit out of a jar. Don't fuck with me, Dionysus.
That's true, you did! You're like, okay.
I don't fucking care.
I'll
If
give
I have Tommy in front of me, I'm just gonna be like, wanna fight, man? You know,
You want to
wanna
swing at me?
fight?
I'll give you. You can. Yeah. You can go, and I'll give you pointers as we go.
Yeah, and so I just start all out just trying to fight him. I know I'm not gonna win, but like I'll
He's
get something out
he
of
is
it.
just your. He's. I mean, you probably get because you're not bad. So, but he is. Yeah, he's dodging. Like he blocks a couple. Like he's like, yeah, you want to plant your feet a little bit when you're, and then rotate your hips. Like you know how to fight, but he's kind of. This is more like the fine tuning. He's like, yeah, no, your swing was good, but you need to rotate your hips a little bit when you're swinging and like that, and he's also, there's probably like, you're probably not used to some grappling stuff, but if somebody gets up in you, you can kind of use your staff as a leverage point to, so he'll do it, and you'll try it, and it won't do anything, and then he'll laugh, and like, yeah, so this is what's supposed to happen, but I'm too strong. but this is like, yeah, he'll definitely give you some extra pointers, be like, yeah, and then, do you have brawl? Ah, fuck you.
I have like ab point and brawl.
Stretch, guys.
Yeah, I have one.
Stretch has been redeemed.
Yeah, but that's only for me. It doesn't apply to everybody.
No, we all stretch. My arms.
I stretch a
I need your wife's contact information just so I can message her. Like, I need you to go smack Van for me real quick.
Walks in. Whack, out.
That's
I have 1 point in brawl, but I have 3 in melee.
Okay.
3 in marksmanship.
Okay, yeah. So you'd be like, all right. Sure. Yeah.
I just keep looking at Tommy, and I'm just like, gotta get stronger.
Yeah, no, he's.
At one point, I just take my staff and I just like poke him a little bit, and just like, yeah, stronger, yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Like, yep,
mhm.
nope.
Yeah, no, we'll get you to the point that some tank you can lift. Someday you can lift a tank.
Please, Tommy. Tommy, be my best friend. Take me away, senpai.
He'll actually smack you like, ah, like he won't like finger. He'll just like, ah, because you're actually tougher than LD. I mean, he's still really strong, so it's still a light tap for him. But you're like, oh Jesus.
I was just like, oh fuck, all right. I was like, oh shit.
It just gives you more like reassurance that you're gonna get like real strong.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is happening.
Yes. So protein. Oh yeah, hella protein. Some chibati, some Greek yogurt.
Oh my god, there's gonna be a day where you actually lift a tank in front of like a whole like city, and then you're gonna get so many legends.
Oh yeah, you're like, how does that have to do with Raw? It doesn't. I just wanted to do it.
It doesn't. I just wanted to lift the tank.
Right.
You'll see be a massive sun glare.
Right.
One will be like having to blind their eyes.
Right. So it's like,
yeah, like God rays as
Right.
lighting.
like it's just the sun behind her. So it's just the shadow. All you see is this form of Lucia lifting a tank.
I'm sorry for
Yeah.
No, you're the one derailing game. He says, looking at Young.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will lift tank.
So yeah, you'll do some more bow staff stuff. You'll have gotten training on more marksmanship stuff. He'll be like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you know for some fisticuffs? You might lose your weapon at some point.
I mean, I can get it back. I can take down a dude or two. I'm not like proficient in like hand to hand, but I know some stuff.
Okay. Let's just focus on, boxing for now. Get some boxing.
It's like, yeah. Teach me your ways.
So we'll start with some boxing, and he'll get some gloves, and he'll get some mitts, and he'll be like, yeah, this is a jab, this is a cross, this is a hook, an uppercut, this is a shovel hook, this is an overhand, like it's it's a shovel hook. Piss off. This is a hooker. Yep.
No, stop it.
You can't prove that he didn't say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll he'll probably spend like 20, 25 minutes. It's a good workout because he'll teach you the basics and then be like, all right, once again, you want to plant your feet. This is super useful for a lot of things. Planting your feet, rotating your hips for your hooks, and just hitting a bag. I personally know that if you're just doing like hooks, left and right hooks, just nonstop, it is such a good workout for your core. It is working out your obliques so well. It's great. Yes. So you do that. You guys will all, work out for a little bit, and then he'll probably finish off with, because Kevin probably, he'll probably throw you onto a bag or whatever, so you can finish off doing some bag work. Teach you how to move. Always, jab, jab, move, cross, or whatever. Keep moving. That's the important part. Don't stay still.
I'll be going on forever until you make me stop.
And then he'll teach you a little bit. I know you want to learn the swinging the sword. That also helps understanding where the weight of the pommel is for the pommel punching. So he'll teach you some basic, strikes. And then, you could do that and then backhand, like swing at them and then backhand pommel them or just straight pommel them. So he'll teach you stuff for probably 20 minutes. And then, like I said, if anybody wants to submit experience points on anything that they can justify learning during this, let's say, 2-hour session of training, you can go ahead and do it.
I want to talk to Roland, see if there is any way to fix the shape of relic.
Theoretically, why?
Because I just feel like the way you described Kevin's sword is like a really, like, kind of a broader English sword. Where I was thinking a rapier might suit him better.
Well, no, it's actually specifically more like a gladius, or it's more of like a Greek sword. I knew what it was at the time. I don't remember.
Check out Copis if you want.
Just feel like I don't know how much Kevin would be like. So okay, this RP right now.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, ever since Tommy showed us like our Alex can change his weapons up, and I don't know how I feel about actually having a sword. It just doesn't feel. It feels alien to me, and I don't know.
I mean, you can change it back.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be a sword.
It is a skull.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to throw it because
Right.
I don't want to use it as a then I have to retrieve it.
And then in the air it turns into a sword.
And then it turns into a sword. You're throwing your sword skull. Sword. Shouldn't you be punching bags?
Yeah. Goes back to punching.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's just I don't know how comfortable I feel with having a sharp sword compared to like I don't think it's actually to slash something.
Okay.
So I know, like I remember I was overhearing some stuff Tommy said to Shen. I was like, I know I have to be able to defend myself from that, but I don't know, man. I'm only like, what? 17?
You also have to remember that was a gift from your father, so he probably saw that you would need to know how to use. In his mind, I assume, he thinks that you need to know how to use a sword. I'm not saying that he's right, and there's you can definitely. I'm sure that it can be changed, but
I've just seen so many posts.
right.
It's just a different. Like Lucia, she's so confident with her, and I can't even remember if we had. I've never seen it. He's never used it in
His,
front of me.
his spear?
Oh yeah, his spear.
His magic stick that becomes a spear?
Yeah, it just
He also didn't do any fighting because he's an asshole.
I speak up and I go, but I've always had.
You were supposed to be punching.
Punching.
So, I don't know, maybe, like I was asking Tommy if he could show me, like, different ways, like,
Yeah. He was only teaching you the slashes just because that's the basic stuff, but that also helps you understand the balance of the blade to the hilt better.
That's fair. Obviously I'll continue training. I just,
If you want it, I mean,
if there is other ways.
you could. Do you have an idea of what you would want it to look like instead?
Not yet. I'll come
Okay.
back to you.
Because you might be able to, when you're doing your whole changing form thing, maybe if you did some soul searching with it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe talk to your dad.
I've never. What,
Yeah, I know.
Have you talked to your divine parent?
Who are you talking to, Robin? Or were you talking Tommy? Robin. Yeah,
How many times?
plenty. To be fair, though, I've been a Scion for like 12 years now.
This is fair.
So,
And
and my dad is super busy, but also available when he needs to be. Like, your dad is just super busy.
your dad is Hermes, right?
Correct.
Messenger. So
Correct.
like.
And the one who brings the souls of the dead down to Hades.
Yeah. So he's the one that gets to travel and.
So fast as shit.
Do you want to? Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And just heads off back to Trinity Barrel.
Barrel roll. Somebody suddenly playing N64. Do a barrel roll. All right. So yeah, everybody will get a lot of good training in, and then you'll all be kicked out and be like, all right, go shower and whatnot.
Shower and get this
Routine.
lovely sheen
Yes.
off.
Yes. Yes.
Specifically to
Yes.
get that lovely sheen.
Yes.
Yeah, you're more like Charlie Sheen right now. You're Adonis DNA over there. Actually, that actually makes... You're like the Greek Charlie Sheen. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Except
He's got that tiger blood.
instead of an actor.
Right. Got that.
Yeah.
Alright, you're no fun.
I could throw you across the room if you want.
Yes.
I'm also not here to be fun. I'm here to kick ass and take names.
Same.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Stops mid barrel roll.
Yeah, I make references. What?
I just go around going, Tommy
Shen is doing Tai Chi.
You're doing great. You're doing really good, Shen. Have you thought about doing that in water? With the resistance of the water?
I don't know. I can't really bend some of my bones in the water. I don't know. It's weird.
Are you a machine
What?
also?
What? Excuse
Are
me,
you-
sir. What?
Robotic?
What does that mean?
Shen.
What?
What?
What? it's just Kevin and Lucy just like, what? Sir? Yes? What?
Come again?
Would you like to repeat that?
But you know that air is just a liquid, right?
Air is just a airy liquid.
Yeah. Air. When you get like wind resistance is based on, like they use.
It's fluid.
It's a
not
fluid.
liquid.
Whatever. Potato.
Which-
It used fluid dynamics to calculate water and air stuff.
But
Yes.
past the chemistry, science,
Physics.
bend. I don't care. Bend
I care.
water. Bend water. Bend your
Bend
body
in-
in water. Why? Bones, you have ligaments and like muscles.
No, but
and...
robotic.
Yeah. What?
Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
Cyborg.
Thyborg.
Oh, cyborg.
Skies out, thighs out. Thyborg.
That makes me like, I'm very distracted right now. Trying to focus on
Yeah, people.
flow.
Yeah.
I have a
But
heavy
your
flow.
bones don't flow in water, and I want to know why.
Well, bones are supposed to be straight, right?
But your
As
joints.
I sit there going, yeah, that works.
It's very,
in water?
very.
I don't, and then at this point, Shen's gonna go. I never learned how to swim. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, see, that's not as big of a deal.
Oh yeah, no, that's not. A
And
big deal.
I just walk away. Like, just
Oh.
like, oh, and I just move on.
Yeah, that's somehow less ridiculous than what they were saying before. You're a cyborg. No, I just can't swim. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense actually.
In his head,
Yeah,
Shen's
yeah.
like, "Father taught me everything but how to swim."
Because, like, to Kevin's mind, the most reasonable.
Right? No, I'm not arguing. He's part cyborg. He can't go in water. That means he doesn't
I was
shower.
following it.
He doesn't like.
No,
just-
Dude, no, Lucy was on the same track of just like, no, that makes sense. Has to be a
Mhm.
cyborg. And when he has a cyborg
Mhm.
with him, he
Mhm.
must also be a
Mhm.
cyborg. That,
Mhm.
yep,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yep, yep,
Mhm.
following.
At that, Shen probably turns to whichever like teaching demigod is nearby and goes, "Is there like a Neptune or Poseidon like demigod that we can like hire for some short lessons or
I know how to swim.
yeah?"
You need a
well,
Neptune or Poseidon demigod.
Yeah, no, plenty. I can teach you how to swim. Robin can teach you how to swim. Like
I
it's.
turn around and I go, always ask Tommy Senpai. Tommy Senpai knows all.
But like, how cool would it say to be like if I was like I learned how to swim from like a demigod of ocean, right?
So you're doing this for prospects.
I'm curious.
He's always working the field. He's a businessman. Remember, getting those
Might help with him becoming more of a legend.
getting those
So-
contacts.
I network.
He needs somebody else to train to wear his super suit. See how water resistant it is.
There's my
Exactly.
Exactly.
I need to test water pressure and buoyancy and all that other
Exactly. See, logistics. I mean, yeah, I could teach you, but if you specifically want a child of the sea, then yeah, we can probably have one or two swimming around.
flock of mermaids, whatever you got, whatever. you know.
It's a flock of seagulls.
Imagine learning to
I don't know
swim
what is
from
the
a
group
mermaid.
of a group of mermaids.
Well, it depends.
A mer community.
I feel like this is something specifically that Young would know.
Are they just
Like-
not also
like-
a school? 'Cause they're-
Probably.
Man.
Oh, a splash!
A splash
That's
of
so
mermaid.
fucking cute.
That's okay.
Oh no, wait. A
No.
society of mermaids is called a stirp, or
Yeah.
less frequently a tribe. But yeah, collective noun for general group of mermaids is a splash.
Nope, it's a splash now. I don't care. It's a splash of mermaids.
Yeah.
It's. Oh, it's so bad. It's a Magikarp of mermaids.
Imagine being taught how to swim by a splash.
Exactly.
pretty epic. Pretty
Or
epic.
like, I don't know, that creature from like the Love Is Water or whatever movie.
Oh, the shape of
yeah,
the shape
yeah,
of
yeah.
water.
Shape of
Yeah.
water.
I have not
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
it on
Oh, you mean Dave Jones,
All of those. I just want.
the actor? The actor is 61 years old. He looks like he's in his 40s. Like the man,
He's part fish monster.
he is. Well, he's
I
part.
know.
He's part Abe Sapien. He's part whatever that weird monster was from Pan's Labyrinth. Like
Ooh, that monster got me. when
he's
I
been
was
in
The
so
Lady
many.
from Hocus Pocus.
Correct. Like he's been in so many things. He's a blessing. Anyway,
So what's the collective name for a group of reverse mermaids?
people
Like-
with just
We
fish
don't
heads.
like-
Fish head and
Their
legs.
hands are-
Don't
Technically, you're still mermaids. It's just
Yeah, technically you're still mermaids, but we also don't. Right?
actually no, because a minotaur and a centaur are effectively the inverse of each other, and they would be called two different things. So It's probably something
Minute
else.
Maid.
A Minute Maid. No. A fish head.
Sorry, I had an itchy scalp.
A head of fish. No. I don't know.
Wait, what were you even doing in game?
You're apparently sidetracked.
Philosophizing.
We were
Philosophizing.
We were finishing working out. LD needs to go take a damn shower, and we were gonna shower and do whatever after that, possibly protein up. Protein.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, everybody will
So,
go back to the
LD
room.
walks off.
Slips and
I like
falls
that
a couple
part.
times.
Like
Like, once you exit the gym, like you're like, whoop! Like you're like, ah, my feet are super oily.
The moment that I see that Dionysus is not helping his ass anymore, I aim. This fucking shot. I'm like, I'm getting this shot. I'm hitting. And I go for it.
Tommy will
Right.
Tommy
right
will
body.
prevent you from.
No, Tommy, please.
You're only allowed to if they know and only in the training area. You don't want to cause a scene in the
Yes, I
lounge.
do. Yes, I do. Senpai, please.
Don't worry.
If I don't get to hit him, then you don't get to hit him.
Fine.
I will
Fair.
go to Lucy and be like,
And he'll like just one-handedly help LD back to his feet.
Do I hear any of that?
Probably. I mean,
So
you're just laying on your back. You're like, ow.
I peer through the door. Tommy, in her defense, I'd hit that.
LD, don't make me regret not letting her shoot you.
I will shoot him.
He will.
Be
He will take. So he will take your shirt because you probably are just carrying it. He will take your shirt, wrap it so it comes underneath, and he'll just grab it from the back and just lift you up off of your feet, and just carry you to the elevator.
like a dad who has like a little kid. Who's
Yeah.
Crying. They just grab him by
You're
the
like-
back of the shirt.
I don't like this.
LD keeps frozen.
No, you can't. You can't because your arms won't move. Because
Well, I tried.
you're like.
He's trying. I would like to think that his invisible sloth is just like on his back, just like free ride.
But yeah, where
We'll
did you
get there
did
still.
you bring your invisible sloth with you, or did you forget?
No. David
up him a
Lee's
long
sloth
time
is
ago.
just walking around the gym area.
He's not. He's
Still.
back on you. Remember he got on you when you were posing.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, the
I won't let you forget your fucking sloth. I'm not.
the oil footprint.
Yeah, exactly. Which actually somehow caught the glistening. Like it made the glistening somehow much better. It's weird. Yeah. So everybody will go up to their room, shower for those who can shower. Obviously, the Thyborg can't shower. And Iafrit is a robot. He's an android, not a cyborg. Yeah, so everybody will take, do some rest, clean themselves, change your clothes or whatever, and then you can all head up to the bar to get dinner. Probably once again, there's a nice buffet out. Because it's easy. It's the most cost-effective means of feeding a big group of people.
Kevin eats as usual.
Mm-hmm. Protein.
Make sure there is a little side dish with like some meat.
Here you go, buddy. I like her. She's nice. He's nice, sorry.
Yeah. We keep sculpting
I
things.
forgot some.
That big chili.
She's like,
I'm just like staring for the sloth to be eating. Oh wait,
Yeah,
the sloths don't eat much, do they?
they do, actually.
can
They're
walk
actually
eat.
constantly eating.
Yeah.
Mostly because I actually watched a recent video about this.
Yeah,
Mostly
yeah.
because what they eat isn't very
Has no nutritional
it's
value.
not very
It's
like
celery.
nutritionally dense, so they have to just keep eating. They're also
Slow
really they're slow in a lot of ways.
slow in digestion. digestion, slow in eating.
Yeah, they're
mentally.
yeah, they're very unintelligent creatures.
Yep.
What a perfectly fitting familiar.
Oh my god.
Ah.
I mean,
That's
who
what-
would need
that's
like
what
a
Alfie
real
said.
low maintenance?
Right, that's it.
Alfie, okay, Alfie said that.
No, stop, bad robot.
You're like, no, Alfie, bad. Don't say
Alfie,
that.
lower your voice settings.
Right? How fitting. Dead, I'm dead. Robin's
Lower
like,
your
Robin's like,
voltage.
oh man, that tea's really hot.
You just go back to Shem and be like, did I ever find those
That was today, I think, or was it yesterday?
No, he
I,
did
It
yesterday.
would have been
I
the
don't-
night before.
I don't remember it.
We got the beignets the night before.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but you know, it's really, I think it's fitting, especially if it's your first time in New Orleans to try, you know, authentic beignets from Cafe Dumont. I'm sure the beignets and desserts from here are wonderful, but you know, the next best thing would be sitting at Cafe Dumont, but you know, you can't do that for training.
Appreciate it though. They were really, really freaking good.
They were, and the coffee is just on point. So we'll have to get some more.
Lucy, are you in?
I just like come out of my river just like protein. Must eat
Protein.
Just like what?
Must
Food?
get small.
Yeah.
Must get
Yeah.
small.
Must get strong.
Must get strong.
Must get
Yay.
strong.
Must make Tommy Senpai happy.
Must make Tommy Senpai happy. Must get strong. Strength. He's like, yeah, what?
I'm down. What are we doing?
I like those.
Protein.
Yeah.
There's dairy in them, so.
Yeah, no, I don't care what it is. Yeah.
Well, you need
Yeah.
you need carbs. You need carbs to restore the energy of your muscles too.
Yeah,
So
yep.
carbs are important as well.
Yep. Easy.
Is that Tommy's food?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm just like Shadow Tom, like teach me your ways.
LD, they have like chocolate rum-filled beignets, so I'm sure you're for that, right?
Disney alcohol.
Mm. Yep,
Rum cake is
I
great.
love some. Thank you.
Rum cake is good though.
That is true.
All right.
I mean, alcohol is at least part protein, isn't it?
No.
Mostly carbohydrate.
Carbs.
It's like 99% carbs.
No, I'm pretty sure it's protein.
No.
Like,
It's protein at best.
by the way, that's LD's words, not mine.
I'm aware. I know.
He's just like, it's protein. I'm just like, oh.
I know that you're not. You're smart enough to understand
Oh,
that it's
yeah.
Pretty sure I read
Is
a
butter a carb?
Is butter a carb?
not.
Butter actually has more protein than alcohol. Shen.
It's
Unless it's butterbeer.
yeah. You
Actually, there's no
non-alcoholic.
way Shen would have said that out loud.
No, that was me making a Mean Girls reference.
There was no way Shen said that.
That was Alfie making a reference.
Alfie trying to be funny.
I am very
Yeah,
witty.
I'm just like, Alfie, you know what? You're doing great, man.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just for outside of RP, in 100 grams of beer, there's half a gram of protein.
That's
Wow,
That's
that's
nothing.
so much.
So much protein, right?
Oh my god, so much protein.
that's right. I gotta get strong. I gotta drink so much beer. What is? Yes, but that's normal
Power
beer. What about Guinness? How much protein is in Guinness?
How about gain?
Guinness? Nope. That sounds way different.
Thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's on a scale of how straight to. This is
Or
going
games.
off the
There's
rails.
even less protein in Guinness.
This is going to probably gets us a lot more carbs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's definitely brisket though here. There's definitely brisket.
Ooh.
His brisket is the best.
But Shen, you
Like,
know,
hey, look at Lucy's plate, and it's just piled with brisket.
There's so much brisket.
Just like meat. It's just me and Remy, just like meat.
Like brisket and protein powder on top of that.
It's just
Meanwhile, Shen's looking over at Alfie like, I'm worried about her sodium intake. Can you run her blood pressure and cholesterol?
Alfie just walks up and just like, yeah, I can't.
We have demigod metabolism.
If Alfie runs my
Yours is shit.
like he should be dead.
You're
Can I
like,
get like a gallon of water?
yeah, no, I was just
A
like,
lot of water.
like Coleman will actually just drop off like a pitcher of water for 2 pitchers of
Like,
water
yes,
for you.
Coleman, you understand.
Does Lucius start meat sweating? Is that...
No, because he also drops off some bread
Has Lucy had her first sip of alcohol
and
yet?
some potato,
Yeah,
some nice,
it's like,
brisket and potato.
alright.
You need the carbs.
I do, but can't I carbo load later?
No, you need the carb. You just worked out, so you need the carbs to go back into your muscles to help replenish your muscles.
I'm gonna be completely honest,
Okay.
Lucy. I did some reading while I was in Solutionalize, and I heard something about people who don't eat carbs and their breath doesn't smell great, and I wouldn't.
You know,
as
I
close-
eat carbs. I just didn't want them right now. Alright, but
I don't like. I'm generally a polite, courteous person, but if your breath started to smell really bad, I don't think I could handle it.
You know, as a person who deals
Alfie will just
with
look at
unimportant
LD.
on a regular basis.
I didn't catch what Lucy said. I didn't catch what Lucy said. I was trying to listen.
No. Alfie's just staring at LD, just like that guy.
What?
Nothing.
I already like
Sorry,
tried
I-
to stay away from LD, and
I'm like, can I at least get like some quality bread and like some roasted potatoes? Don't just throw basic ass potatoes at me.
I'm pretty sure there's roasted potato. Wait, is there roasted potatoes in the buffet?
I was told that I
Rosemary.
just had bread and like potato. Like, at
You know
least give
what,
me tasty
Lucy?
potato.
I'm gonna get you the good ass.
Poutine? Want some poutine?
Wait here.
Poutine.
Yeah, I would.
Poutine is carbs.
I go to grab some of these roasted potatoes.
Yeah, no,
and
it would have
find
been probably or a baked potato, or a roasted
I don't
potato.
want a baked potato.
All right,
I just want it roasted. I want it roasted and given to me.
and like
and
and
then
probably
I
like
fill
Italian
up-
bread.
I fill up a plate with what I can find based off of what she asked, and then I bring it to her. Please, thank you for me.
And I'm like, yes, go, kid. And start eating. Just like, yes. I will be swole.
And then 20 minutes later, she's like, she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
asleep.
I'm out, dude.
She's
Just
eaten so
gone.
much at this
Did
point.
so much. I mean, I've like worked my ass off swinging at fucking Tommy, and then I just shoved food in my face, and I'm just tired.
She just zonks right out.
Just gone.
I
I'm
just
like,
remind
just
myself
like,
of what Shen's
wake me up when
breakfast looked
Sam
like
gets
this
home.
morning, and then also take a glance at what he's got in front of him.
Who?
I remember what Shen had for breakfast this
Shen.
morning.
Oh yeah.
Shen
I
is
just-
like hunched over his plate, trying to guard the fact that it's like it looks like the plate from Elf, where it's like fucking spaghetti with syrup and shit on it, and he's just like eating it like a weird fucking goblin. Like,
Sir, you need some protein too.
oh, and then Shen for whatever reason. Oh, yes, you're right. And he like remembers that he was raised properly. This is his real like. He's feeling real free for whatever reason. Shen doesn't go to buffets a lot, so he's just like, oh, sure. And he like grabs. I'm like, can you get me like meatballs or something?
Sure.
So,
You-
yes. Kev, what? Yeah.
You know when you put together your plate,
the whole
Yeah.
picture coming out.
what were you thinking?
What you know, you gotta have. I don't know. I don't know how to put.
If
Plates
you
together.
need help, just ask. Okay?
Well-
I can help you if you need it. I will support you. We're in this together.
I appreciate it because Alfie's not being helpful with my plates anymore. He says that I'm a grown adult and I need to learn how to make my own.
Do you want me
Wait.
to teach?
It's true, sir.
You know, I can walk you through the buffet.
Sir, you know how to use a defibrillator? but you don't know how to set a plate nutritionally. You understand how ridiculous that is?
I
Lucy
drag
wakes up and
Shen
just goes, you know,
by
that's,
his arm
that's a good
and then
point.
take him
Falls
to the
back asleep.
buffet area with a fresh plate.
Okay.
And I walk him through. I assume it's laid out in a setting where it's like, first you get the carbs and then like the protein.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
you know.
the desserts.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Now this isn't in a buffet. You don't put everything in the plate, and certainly not the chocolate sauce over your. Certainly not the chocolate sauce and the desserts over your main foods. Okay. Is there anything in this specific section, I put at the carbs, that you like a lot?
Shen like looks through his like bagels.
Okay, good start. Let's put some bagels on your plate. Okay, look at the proteins. Is there anything here that you very much enjoy?
Quail.
Okay, we put a portion.
Weird-
I show him what a
weird
portion of
combination.
quail is. I mean, you could put quail on a bagel.
It's true. It's true.
Lucy, you know what? I understand, but baby.
Wait, so
Yeah,
like, I'm just saying, if
yep,
Lucia
yep,
can put
yep.
nothing but brisket on her plate, why can't I just put
But
carbs
I
She
was,
knows
and
how
then
to
Twitchy
make a
goes,
plate.
I go, I wasn't allowed to. If you hadn't noticed, they definitely stopped.
That's true. Like,
Okay,
and
then
Tommy
he's like-
literally just walks over, like, takes the plate of meatballs and the plate of spaghetti with syrup on it, and just walks over, like, just
then-
starts eating it.
And then I go to the
Whoa,
veggie
whoa,
area.
hey, Tommy, hey, Tommy.
No. This is one of those do as I say, not as I do situations.
I walk over to the veggie area.
Until you can throw me across the room, you don't get to tell. I don't have to do what you say.
Bet.
Shen picks up some asparagus, and then he's like hovering over like some kale, and he's like, I don't. They all look the same. I don't know if I like that.
It's fine. Pick a different one.
Kale is really good, though.
Kale,
He-
I personally think he's a bit spicy, but I think you might like it if you try it.
Kale or spinach, always a good choice.
Shen looks over and says, okay, he goes to the pepper section, and goes, okay, we'll do these like sauteed pepper things.
Cool. And then I show him like how to assemble the bagel, and so you know that stuff over there that we didn't look at. That's for when you finish your bagel.
But a bagel is just like a donut.
And then we'll assemble, like we'll have the quail and the asparagus and the sautéed peppers. Look, you know what? You didn't think much about that, but that looks like it's gonna taste great. Okay? And it has all the things you need.
This is brilliant.
You come
Have you
for
ever
this.
thought into like starting a food truck business?
You come for the Scion shenanigans. You stay for the nutritional, like education.
And then I was like, okay, sit down for now. If you like, you can pick your dessert stuff on your own. You know, I showed him where it is. But for now, just make sure that you eat this. This is the important stuff that you make sure you eat.
As he's walking back, Shen turns to Alpha and goes, "We should look into a bagel food truck.
Bagel food truck, sir.
Just like we can call it like bagels and bits, and people can like build their own bagel sandwich."
the bits.
Bagels and bits, sir.
I'm into it.
Got it, sir.
Okay, thanks. And he goes and he's like ready to like sit down. He's like, "Do I need to use like the fork and the knife like I normally do?"
In this situation, because it's a bagel, hold it. Anything that falls onto the plate, you can use your fork and knife. Everything else, cover it.
In moderation.
You're like,
Think
yeah,
this is-
in moderation as you're like shoving, like you have a plunger and you're just shoving brisket down your throat.
This is just so helpful because, like I said, Alfie usually makes my plates, and then if I'm not, I usually drink like this like nutritional drink that we developed, so I don't have to. I just kind of like add water and drink it, so I don't have to deal with all this
Yo, you do your
Are you
nutritional
the
drinks with
inventor of fuel?
water?
Yeah, it's like a mix of like, you know, pea proteins and
With water?
what else would you mix it
Bro,
with?
Yeah,
I'm missing out on a whole world of doing things with like
but it's spring water.
milks.
Yeah, this is the finest water from the Swiss Alps.
Never heard of like milks, like soy, cow, bruh. I'm missing out on a
I'm
whole world
lactose
of
intolerant.
protein smoothies.
It's walnut,
Soy.
almond milk.
Okay.
You're also allergic to
Those
legumes.
options sound great.
But yeah, this formula you cannot go wrong with. You find something you don't like, you just don't like the food.
That's the perk of buffets, is you can try tons of different things and find out what you like.
Goodness, Alfie, I'm learning how to make meals and how to swim.
It's like you're not
Oh,
even gonna
that's
need
a
you're gonna
whole
not even gonna need me
now.
someday, sir.
I go, hey Tommy, how much do you weigh?
225.
Alright, Tommy, stand up. Alright.
Okay.
And I go and I lift him.
You try. He doesn't move.
No! I should be at least able to lift him off the floor! No! God damn it. Alright,
You
I-
Maybe
heavier than you
Tommy
think.
means kilograms.
225 kilograms.
I look at him, I go, Tommy, you're a goddamn liar. And I walk away.
No, I weigh 225 pounds. I just also was choosing to not let you pick me up.
No, Tommy, let me lift you, god damn it.
You haven't.
Alright.
No, because then you might try to throw me, and then I'm not stupid.
Alright. I go and I sit down again. I start calculating how much I need to throw.
Jen is still thinking about the food truck.
I think we have an opportunity to start a possible fleet, and then possibly really kind of like commercialize this and possibly start franchising in other parts of the world, and then we can make it like culturally endemic and like appropriate for like different parts of the world. So like, you know, for LD we could, you know, add like, I don't know.
Gyros?
Yes, exactly. We get a bagel euros, and then, you know, other just random like. Yeah, I'm just, there's so many.
Alfie will like bring over a drink of whatever you like, put it down, and be like, "Stop talking, sir. Start eating."
But I can't. There's so many things to think about now.
Yes, you can
This
think,
is why I normally drink things, because then I can like drink and think.
drink and
Ooh,
think.
that should be a thing.
Shit, that is a good thing. That actually does sound like a good idea, sir.
Wait, isn't that a bar?
Maybe, I don't know. Apparently, you have some like nutritional drink that we are unaware of. To
Oh,
this-
I already have in the fridge if you want.
No, it's just like a protein drink.
Yeah, but it's like nutritional, so it actually
if
has a lot of
you make
nutrition.
it
in it.
alcoholic, you're golden. Like protein alcoholic drink.
I thought there was protein in alcohol.
That sounds like it's going to taste even worse than it already does. You know protein is an acid, right?
Protein.
I drink that.
Yeah, but like Kahlua is a milk-based alcohol, you know. So
Yeah. By the way, LD has some a small plate of caviar and strawberries. Like he dips the strawberries in his wine and eats them, and gives some of them non-dipped in wine to the sloth.
Okay, where's the caviar coming?
He has some caviar as well, like
Cav-
caviar and strawberries dipped in wine.
Only
Look at
Kevin
him go,
knows
"This is
proper
why you're
nutritional
weak,
plating.
bro."
That's apparently.
Whoa, hold on. I know proper nutritional plating. I chose to ignore
That's
it.
true. That's how I work. It's like talking to my doctor, and I was like, I know how I'm supposed to be eating. I'm just not doing it.
Not doing it.
You have to learn the rules to break the rules.
Exactly. You have to master English before you can abuse it. That's how we ran it so that my son could be able to swear, but we were a little bit more lenient on that one. Okay, yeah, everybody, you'll eat some nice foods, some nice proteins. Tommy will move some other fucking proteins and carbs over to LD. Like that's not enough.
No, I'm good.
No.
Oh,
You
what?
need to Here's some Greek yogurt at least.
Okay, I can dip the strawberries in
Exactly.
yogurt and then into
In the
the
wine. Yep.
Yep.
That's gross as hell.
Not
But sure.
bad.
Cloudy wine.
Yeah. That's the bottom
I
shelf
just
wine, so it's fine.
realised You're counting the wine as
Yep. 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 He has a balance going on. It's just horrible.
It's a bullshit balance, but it's there.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, it's
You're like,
You want some?
That's funny that Kevin's like, wait a minute, shit, he does know how to make a plate.
Yep.
It's just a douchebag way of doing it.
Horribly done.
He's
Yeah,
just a douche about it.
Because the caviar's the protein.
Then he gets a whiff of olive oil and suddenly feels ill.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
So, well, everybody's probably shooting the shit or whatever, wrapping up with dinner. Sam will finally show up. We'll say it's probably like 6:30. And he's actually got like shorts and flip flops and like a t-shirt on. He's like, and he gets himself some food and like sits down at a table and starts eating it.
I wait like all of 2 minutes of him sitting down and just like, give him time to start eating. Don't be rude. Let him sit and start eating.
I noticed Lucius staring.
And like like Coleman like brings over like a glass of something, puts it down, and he's like, he just starts like drinks some and starts eating, and he's like, I could see you staring, Lucy.
Yeah. Wasn't trying to hide it.
Okay.
Hey, who's the bone man? You know bone man?
Bone Man? I mean, there's the he'll go over the same thing that Coleman went over. Like there's the northern New Orleans. There's that group that
Grab the book.
every year for Mardi Gras does their little walk around. They're called the Bone Men. Or they sing a thing about Bone Men, and there's a guy in like North Carolina. Like he'll go over all the same things. Like it's.
As Kevin hands forward the book, I go, so we had a kid get possessed today?
Was it because of this book?
We think it relates to the book.
Most likely.
Okay. So he
And
will.
Bone Man.
He will grab the book.
Also, this weird ghost thing was real strong. Shit got real fucking cold. I think LD almost died. He doesn't have a lot going on his body, like meat-wise, so I can understand why he froze a little bit.
So he will grab the book, and then the book will actually start glowing, will burst into purple flames, and actually like burn Sam's hand.
I have a second. I have two.
I know. And like he's like he like cries out in pain, and he's like he's able to like throw it, but like he like part of his hand is burnt and part of his arm and probably some of his face, and you're like, what the hell was that?
Oh,
That didn't
Well,
happen to
no
Coleman.
idea.
What the hell? Cole,
It didn't
Coleman,
happen
I
to
didn't handle
us.
the book, right? We
Yeah.
we handled the book.
crazy.
Coleman flipped through the book. Did I touch the book?
did.
I touched the book.
Everybody touched
yeah,
the
no.
book.
LD also touched the book.
Yeah.
Like I also flipped through it.
Everyone's touched the book.
Why do you have a sloth?
You can
see
see
the sloth
David.
too?
Yes.
We can't see the slope.
Oh.
We
Elton.
Okay.
That's David. David Lee Sloth.
David Lee Sloth.
Okay,
Okay.
so we don't know why that happened because
That didn't happen
no
to
one
any of us
had
here.
Reactions to the book. I will show you from a distance where it says the Bone Man in the second book I have. That should
He
be
will
effective.
he will go like he'll like channel. You'll see like his arms start glowing again, and then the glowing will recede, but nothing will have changed. What the fuck is that book?
I don't know. Shit, we almost killed Sam.
Like the book melted like the book is gone. Like it burst into flames and like is ash now.
Like,
almost killed
it,
Sam.
it's it's not even that special of a book. There's some like inept spell work and
Like, just lie the book
silly
down and we can just flip through it
basic
for him.
demonology in
Yes,
there.
what
There's
we
nothing special about it. It's not like some object
Did
of
you-
power. What
did-
I presume is that the entity or entities that provided the dude bros with that book are somehow watching or channeling their energies through that book, and somehow they reacted to your handling of it. I mean,
This is
I might
this
get drunk.
this is one of those strange fucking yeah, right. This is one of those strange moments where everybody's like, okay, and then you forget that it's LD, and you're like, wait a minute, like he's lucid for like 2 minutes, and then you're like, you're just so confused.
Can you see if there's an enchantment on this remaining book that I have?
Did nobody try to check to see if there was magic before?
I mean, none
Everyone
of
has
us have
touched the
had
book.
But did
Coleman has
but did you
flipped through the
use any
I don't have
magic?
that shit.
I don't know if I have
Did
any-
anybody who has the ability to see magic try to see if it was magic?
This is
I
my
can't
first
do
time
that,
seeing
so
the book.
This is not my fault.
Hi Shen, this is the book.
I
Can I
have
use
now
my unlimited eye?
alternated into booping David's snoot.
Boop boop.
He had his moment of like,
Lucid. He had his
innocuous.
lucidity. 2 minutes of lucidity, and then he's back to being LD.
We didn't. Okay, we even brought it to Coleman. He didn't try check it.
He doesn't do magic.
Well, you know, there's
I mean, he can, but he doesn't. That's
What?
not.
But we showed Robin.
We showed it to Robin.
He's like looks. She's like, what? I didn't. Fuck you. And like.
Wait, yeah. Since I was missing though, like I wouldn't have seen it until just.
No, you would have only you've seen it just now.
So can I use my unlimited eye?
Yeah, you can use your unleaded eye.
What would it show?
I think you have to roll perception and occult.
Killed someone.
And
Almost
also-
killed someone.
Oh my god.
And ma'am.
Who's a good invisible boy? Who's a good invisible boy?
Yeah, so roll perception occult. Yeah, it costs you
Just
one
like an
willpower
LD,
point.
like,
Temporary willpower, not permanent willpower.
Is that just one success?
Well, why did you roll it like that?
I don't know what was I supposed to.
You roll it. That's fair. It's been a month since you played last. It's fine. I'll. Normally you
while
go.
This roll is happening. Can we just say that LD is basically Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia? He goes, "I'm really strong," does it, and then it's just stupid for like an hour.
Which one is that?
He's the one who does like electric as his
Oh,
part.
okay.
So he can do really strong shit, but the moment he does too much, his brain like
Fries.
starts-
Right. Yeah.
He's just a walking idiot.
Yeah. So essentially, when you clicked on your perception to roll perception, it gives you the modifier, and you would have added whatever your occult.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll allow the two. Like I said, it's been like a month since you played at
We got
least.
the same.
So.
3 successes.
Well, no, because it's the first one is 2 nat 10, so that's 5, 6. That's 6 successes.
I don't remember seeing it.
So essentially, when you roll a 10 on the d10, that's like a critical success. So that counts as 2 successes. So you got 2 10s, so that's for each 10, that's 2 successes. So you have 4 successes from that, plus the one from your epic rating, because you have an epic perception. So that's an automatic success. And then you got a 1 success for your occult when you rolled your occult. So that is a total of 6 successes. I hate saying successes.
Successes.
6.
So what do we find?
Okay, so well, you see that the book is magical.
Hey, it's magical.
So this one is also magical. So we can assume that all of these books.
And you actually now you can see the sloth.
Oh. This is.
Well, you can see like the outline of the sloth. You can't see the sloth, but you can see the outline of the sloth.
So So
because it's
David
magic.
Lee Sloth.
David Lee Sloth.
Can you
Interesting.
slay the?
Magic is fucking weird,
But
y'all.
we
Why don't-
can't. But the two of us can't.
Like his. By the way, he activates the unlidded eye, and actually, we'll say that it's like because it's magic, it's like the third eye thing. So this you can decide what color you want it to be. We'll say, but like your third eye essentially on your forehead, like a magical eye opens. Like it's not a real eye. It's just like if it was like a neon eye essentially.
But like we visualize it.
Golden.
Okay, so a golden eye, which you all see. So his a golden eye opens on his forehead when he activates it, and it glows, and then
Forget about the book while he's doing that.
you're like, yeah, you see that the, sorry, yeah, you see, he can see your sloth, and you see that it is a magical book, and you can see faint magic from the burned book, and now magic emanating off of Sam's burns, essentially.
I'm relaying this out loud.
Okay.
Can I say that when the third eye activates and I speak though, it's like that ominous my voice changes into kind of that echoey weird voice alteration.
Okay.
That's when the eyes open.
Sure.
Dope.
Technically, everybody in your group, you know what their legend is, because this allows you to know what a supernatural being's legend score. So you know what everybody in the group's legend score is right now. You see, there's a couple other Scions, probably 3s and 4s. You can't tell what the main NPCs you don't know what Tommy or Robin or.
Ooh. Silver 9,000.
Damn right. You can just tell, we'll say, because you chose gold, they have, a golden glow. You could, it's kind of you could, the number, the energy of your group, kind of coalesces into a number, a floating number, if it's a 3 or, a 2 or a 3. Whereas, everybody else's is just kind of, they glow gold. Where, Robin's glow isn't super big. It's bigger than the rest of your group. We'll say Robert's there. His is a little bit bigger than hers. Then Tommy's, then Coleman's, and then Sam's is actually really big. And then you see a thread coming from the burned book, and it also goes to the non-burned book, and both of those have a thread that go to Sam.
These are all connected.
Is there a thread that would go out of sight to the other book?
Probably, but it's not, because it's not near them. It's not as it probably goes off in a couple directions, and then kind of fades because.
So you said you're saying what you see out loud.
Out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So do you, because of the magical burn from the book?
I just wanted to fucking eat dinner.
Okay, so we still don't know what it is. We just know it's magical. We don't know how.
Yeah, because it doesn't tell you what kind of magic or whatever. It just tells you that it is magic. It's like detect magic.
Can we find this? Is there someone here that can find out what this is?
What is?
This magic?
Obviously, it's some kind of evil magic
Merchant.
or offensive
Okay,
magic.
So yes, but I mean, because knowing what magic it is might help us track who did it.
Can I roll perception occult or something to that effect? To see if if I've ever heard or read of some type of wording or something like that that would
Uh,
create this effect?
Yeah, intelligence occult.
While he's rolling, I like to say that we relay everything that happened to Sam, including with the kid who essentially brought back the dead. Going there, that we started asking questions. The specter of some kind was just like, "Fuck off! Don't ask those questions," and was real fucking strong.
Okay. Like he'll have you like open the book.
Yeah. What time is your date with Joe?
I don't know yet. Why?
Okay.
You're doing the thing with Katie.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing with Katie. But I was gonna go lay down, so
I don't know yet.
okay.
I don't know if it's messaged me.
Is he
My
picking you
friend-
up?
Like,
Probably. I haven't asked it yet.
Well, I think Jesse plans to stay here, so I can borrow Jesse's car.
He almost killed Sam, guys.
Good job.
I'm gonna leave this open.
Okay.
I didn't do shit.
This ain't my fault. I wasn't here.
True.
You're to blame, not me. I didn't fuck up.
Yeah, we'll open the book for him.
Sir, your
so-
nose is a little brown now, sir. Just you might want to clear that off.
So I got 1 successes.
SAS 2.0. How many successes did you get?
1.
Okay. I'll say no. That's you're like maybe like nothing specific. You're like you kind of like you're like okay, it would make sense. Like you can think of a basic thing. You're like all right, it makes sense that this and this, but like from your
So I
understanding, but
Keep booping
yeah, but nothing like you're like
David's.
you know. So yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Open the book for me.
Yep, I open it, and I'll turn pages as he wants.
And just turn them.
Yep,
Okay.
flipping through it all.
No, I have no idea who the Bone Man is. I've
God
never. Deductive reasoning would seem that he doesn't like me.
Yep, yep. Well,
Do
he
you-
also seemed to not like that we were asking questions, and apparently the right ones.
Do you think the Bone Man is not a real name they go by, potentially?
Probably, but we do have a guy we can ask. Definitely works out of college, not that far away.
We have only one lead so far of a human lead that may have connection to this. The only other thing I could think of at this time, other than finding someone who can actually detect the magic on this, not just that it is magical. I do appreciate your magic detection, Shen. I'm not. Please, I appreciate it, and I would have further wish you to also use that ability. But we want to find out what it is specifically. I mean, it's either that human person, or I do have 2 points.
That's also what I'm saying. I'm also on the mindset of let's go see the merchant. The other thing is the dude that got slashed up. Why was he the only one who did something? Does he know something? He might not, which is
What did
considering
you
the
all
other
get
three very
into when I
possible.
was researching?
We found a kid who was slashed open and bleeding, and then we went to see some frat kids in an occult club, and then one of them got possessed by a spirit, who then told us, stop asking those questions, and we were like, but who are you? And he fucked off.
Yeah,
Bone Man.
couldn't ask him.
Merchant's
I
cool.
left before I could ask him what his name.
Yep.
Sam will.
You got coins?
Oh yeah.
Merchant.
Yes.
We
No.
met the merchant. Merchant's cool. Elodie doesn't like him.
Who is a Titan.
Titan spawn.
Merchant is but he's also a purveyor of things.
Aren't your parents against those?
Yeah, but
That
They're-
is cool.
there are also Scions that work for the bad guys too. So it's
This guy
Speaking
really
of
likes us.
parents, can I pull out my phone and message my parents and go, what the fuck? Send, what have you guys got me into? Send, who the fuck's the Bone Man? Send.
You think you're
Sam will pull out his
Send to
cane.
both of them.
Sam will pull out his cane, like sort of hold it haphazardly with his right hand. He'll take off the top, which is a doorknob. He'll put that down, and then he'll, and then the bottom, which is like the bone, will turn into a zombie,
The fuck?
and then the zombie will start feeding him.
The zombie will start what?
Feeding him.
Oh, dude! I just go, Sam. That's the coolest shit I've ever seen in continued syntax messages.
Wait, the zombie is eating Sam.
No, the zombie is
zombie's
feeding Sam.
Feeding. So he's like
Feeding him what?
Feeding him his food. Because
He was
Sam's.
trying to eat dinner.
Yeah, he was trying to
He
eat.
didn't get to finish eating. He started eating, and we interrupted him.
I
Then
thought,
we
like-
fucking maimed him. We
I
maimed
thought like
him.
as if he was actually eating the zombie.
No, the zombie is like picks up the like nimbly like picks up the fork and knife and is cutting stuff and like feeding
I
Sam.
want to take
Is
Sam
that
to find-
hygienic?
I can't.
Like,
Of course it is.
Think what?
Okay. I wanna go up to Sam and be like, is it okay if I talk to you for a while? I know we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. Just want to make sure you're filled in on the details. And then I like go to one of the rooms nearby that no one else.
Sure. Shin grabs a book that he has with him and goes, what's happening?
Okay. So, do you agree that it's weird that the book blew up in Sam's hands?
I would say that it is peculiar, and I would be curious as to why that happened.
Also, hi Seagrill. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier.
And we know that this person is referred to as the Roman Man because it appears in the book that I have.
Okay.
I have my sloth stand in.
Now I don't want to. Now Sam is the guy who brought me here. I had to place a lot of trust in him. I had to leave everything. I confused to all that. But he also has this bone staff.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Now, I don't want to throw anything too far-fetched out there, but considering the situation, you seemed like the best person to mention anything to.
First of all, will say that I'm very. I don't want to say suspicious, but I'm hyper aware of our handlers, as well as our current party dynamics in general, and I don't want to say that I'm again suspect, but I will say that it is very curious the correlations that you are raising between the Bowman and Sam. But you spent the most time with him, so I default to your experience with him.
And it could be something innocent. Someone might just be out to get or frame Sam. You know, that is like if we even considering that the Bone Man is linked to Sam and but I just thought it'd be a good idea to have I mean, you're already suspicious, and not suspicious, but like alert. But I mean, I'm gonna go back first. You can come as well if you want. I probably need some grape juice.
Would you? I'm probably gonna run this by Alfie, just so that he can add additional processors and protocol to keep an eye and ear out, if you will, and he doesn't have ear eyes. no systems
Yeah.
running. But yeah, I will stay vigilant and continue to be curious, as we all should be.
Cool. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. And I tries to like fist bump him on
And Shen like awkwardly returns with.
How he does the high five thing? You're like, oh.
And then he hugs it.
Okay. But, oh, are we... What are we...
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Shen will walk in with Kevin and just be like, you know, that's why bagel trucks would work.
And I
leave
just
it.
like,
I just say you guys are full of shit, and I go back to staring at my phone.
Have you ever thought of tempura churros?
oh my god.
Temperature.
Jeez.
Anywhere from your parents. Basically.
Got one, not the one we need.
No emojis. Did they at least? Has it been delivered? Can you tell?
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
do you have phone contact with Ra?
He's my dad.
Phone contact.
God, he's so aggravating. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, I have personal contact. Alright, okay. I understand this is weird for some of you, but for at least two of us here, we have always known about this. I mean, not the extent of it, but like, pretty sure LD's always known his parents are God, that's why he's a shithead.
Yep.
You gotta respect the
I know,
honesty.
which is why I mean, there's two sides of the coin when you know that you're important. You're either a shithead or you're a
Amazing,
good
like
person.
me.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
Definitely.
Not wrong, LD. You know, like LD, you're not wrong. Yeah, no, yeah. He doesn't know shit apparently, but yeah,
Like, you text Ra?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Ra has
He has
a phone.
Yeah, he does business. Like, why do you think I got all this? Like, he does business.
I'm
The
gonna
gods
stop
do
messaging
other
my
things.
phone.
I mean, no, the gods do. I just look at Kevin like the gods do other shit besides be gods. They also have like fortunes and ways they need to keep spreading, like, you know, their name and money.
Shen perks up.
My
Interesting.
mom's still like with him.
Nice.
Like, they're still a thing. She's probably not always with him, but yeah, right? You guys not
I mean, as
contact?
I don't know who my real mom
Have you
is,
tried
let
just,
alone
like-
speaking to Hades himself?
Just a weird try, because, you know, gods and stuff, and this has worked like once. Have you tried just
Turning it up and on again.
talking to her? Like, out into the ether?
Honestly,
Have you tried just
I
being like,
didn't
hey,
know who my real dad was until Sam found me in the asylum the other day.
hey, you should try just talking into the ether? Just be like, hey,
I've talked
Yeah.
Like
to the
praying?
space many times. All I got is
I
Traumatized
mean,
responses
technically,
of-
I guess it. I mean, but that's how prayer works with various gods and deities. You pray to them, and they either answer or they don't, or they answer in some cosmic way. They are gods. Have you thought about just
Oh, Dionysus,
talking?
send me all the drugs. All of them.
I mean, like, up until a few days ago, I was, like, spiritual but not religious. So, this is all new to me. I believed in
think
money
I'm
and
Hey
science.
guys,
a similar.
have you
like-
tried just talking into the ether, and like, I don't know, like just specifically calling out to your parent and seeing if you get some kind of response, whether
Do
it's
you have
physical, metaphysical, or a sign. They're
Any
gods.
response
They can just
I
do
would have
shit.
gotten would have been loudly drowned out by the sounds of the dead.
Yeah.
Well, now you're
Al-
here.
also,
where
I
there's no
didn't
sounds of
know
the
that.
dead.
And so I didn't even know there was even a possibility. And we've been practically non-stop since we came here. Is what?
Hey,
This is literally the second
here's
day
your
we've been
chance.
here.
Here's your chance.
Do
Okay,
we
how
need
did
like
you?
what do we need? Do we need candles
Yeah, how
or
would you start? Like, how did you start?
Apparently,
Guys,
you
you guys are
Uh,
like a manifestation.
I'm
of your
searching
parents.
Skype to find.
You could probably
trying to
just
find
use
Dionysus
yourself as a conduit.
Right.
Can't you just use yourself as a conduit? Knowing Dionysus, homie's probably on Skype. You know, sometimes you gotta get your drug dealers. I don't know. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be on Vine, but that went down.
That's a
But who's the god of time taking?
Cronut? No.
Yeah.
They'll be on TikTok.
Kronos does.
That's true.
fuck with
That's
time.
true.
Yes, that's very true. They were just both involved in that shit. No, but yeah, as a manifestation of your said parent, you should be able to use yourself as a conduit to just be like, hey. They don't probably won't always answer, but like, yeah, what?
I guess I've been kind
Also,
of
you guys gotta
all
remember, my dad is technically just like, I don't know who my dad is. Like, I can just go. I'm sure
I
for
don't
these
think
others
my dad
here,
will have a
they
phone.
probably could also in some capacity. He probably doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know the last time my dad probably left hell. Not hell, the underworld.
Well, I mean, considering how many people he has to deal with, he probably has really good reception.
Yeah, my mother seems a little grouchy. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to.
Like I said, it's up to you, but they don't always have to answer.
It'll
So I have to use myself.
Shen, it'll suddenly smell like cigarette smoke when you're like, she's a bit grouchy, and then it'll smell like smoke.
Mother?
And I go, see? Just go for it. I'll answer or you won't, and then,
Young, did you check your Twitter? I'm trying not to interrupt people and message, like, if something happens to somebody, I'm messaging them and to not
Okay.
detract from the scene.
Just so like going in the brain of Kevin, he's very unsure about the concept of trying to reach out to his dad, and he's like probably gonna need a lot of preparation mentally.
What do I see?
It's just like pellets, like food pellets.
oh no.
I smell it.
Oh no.
I mean, it smells fine. I mean, it tastes fine.
Do we see this?
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
I go,
how did
LD,
he get
what's
it?
that?
you weren't paying attention. Like, suddenly there's a box on his table that says
He
sloth
asked.
food.
He asked.
That says
He
sloth
would
food.
Send me drugs, dude. No, I said LD.
It doesn't taste like drugs. It tastes like food, like animal food. Like,
Like it's probably actually sloth food.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, not exactly what I asked for, but thanks,
go?
Dad.
It's a step in the right direction.
I say, see? He just did it. Look what he got. Just
And
go
I'm just
for
gonna
it.
like run over to the corner and like just be like, all right, let's see what we do. And he does like the whole like wannabe like Christian cross, but he's just like, huh?
That's fucking hilarious.
Ma, mother,
You get that whiff of
grouchy lady.
you'll get a big whiff of smoke, like a cloud.
I was told to like call you like once a day or something. What? I don't know.
I'd be like, I didn't say once a day, but sure.
Look, the other kids are being really mean. Just kidding. They're actually one. Like, what?
We all smell smoke for like a second. We're just like, shit.
He got drug pellet stuff. She has a cell phone. You gave me a stern talking to and told me to fuck off. Like, what am I supposed to do?
She was around when you're.
Also, are you alive? I'm guessing you're alive. You beat up those Irish people?
So you'll.
Just having a moment in a corner.
So
Just fucking
you're like everybody sees you doing it. Like Sam's like eating food. Like everybody's like, Coleman will be like, Coleman's over the bar, like, whatever, drinking, and he'll be like, and he'll like stand up straight and be like, yes, ma'am, you can come in, and then like there will be like a table that everybody's looking at your corner, and then there's like on the other corner, like
In the other corner.
a cloud of smoke, like there's just a lady there with like a cigarette and curlers and smoke.
Oh my god.
And she's like,
what, mom? What?
Why are you harassing me?
And we all just turn, and I just go, see?
Oh.
Yeah, and it's so for everybody who doesn't know, she looks like the landlady from Kung Fu Hustle,
Perfect.
and that's where we're gonna end game today. I would like to point out that this is rarely intentional. The cliffhangers, it just always keeps working that way.
Oh my god.
Lucy just drops some straight knowledge, like, guys, you can just talk to them, and sometimes they'll show up. And LD's like, yeah, drugs. Not drugs,
shit.
cool.
Is this the first time, like, outside
I
of
got,
the...
I got sloth Scooby snacks.
Yeah, definitely. What?
This is the first time, like, a god, like, manifests in like, active game, right?
Correct.
Oh, shit.
That you've noticed.
That you know of.
That we know. Interesting.
Cool. When's next session?
It'd be 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
June 12th.
June 12th, guys.
June 12th.
We'll
And we
find
get to
out
look
if
at an old
Hades
lady in curls.
tries to contact. Kevin tries to contact Hades.
Right.
We'll see.
All right. So
Happens, it happens.
I love it. Love it.
I like how it went from, oh god, we almost killed Sam, to, guys, wait, you do know that you can just do this, right? Everyone,
That's-
Sam just like, I've been maimed.
He's like, okay, I'm hungry though. Like, I just had a 16-hour shift. I'm fucking hungry.
16-hour shift. Gets
Saving
horribly burned, but
lives.
can't heal it.
Saving lives. Thanks for stopping by, Freaky. Okay.
Sam was just like working, and then he's just like,
Thanks,
okay.
Breaky.
All right, so we're going to do outros. So, once again, same thing, but in reverse order. So, we're going to start with
Reverse.
reverse. We're going to start with nice and end with blurred.
Hello, I am the nice me / not the nice me on Twitch, and I'm the one who maimed Sam accidentally with a book that I didn't think consider. It was magical. Let's hope I finish Spyro soon.
God, I hate those games. It made me so angry.
Huh? Oh, no, honestly, trying to 100% it is going to improve.
I 100%ed 1 and 2, and I got to a point where I was like, you can 100% 3, but it is such a hassle. I was like, nope, fuck it. I ain't 100%ing 3.
I had a mental breakdown on stream trying to 100%
Believable.
Yeah. Anyway,
on to the next guy.
next is Young.
Hello. You can follow me at AlterG on Twitter, and sometimes on stream here on Twitch, and see some art that is
Some art that's really good.
Shut up, you're a really good artist.
Really fucking good.
and puns.
And puns. He has puns.
That's the most important thing you go to Van for.
It's true.
They do not.
Not for his random fucking knowledge. but his puns.
That's the second most important.
Seriously, he's explaining like computer knowledge to me on fucking Thursday. I'm like, okay. Like trying to play fucking Overwatch, and he's explaining like computational algorithms and shit. I'm like, okay.
To be fair, you asked.
I
for
did,
it.
and I wasn't mad. I'm just like, okay, this is a thing. All right, sure. Trying to tank, but woof 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 woof. Okay, and now, not Batsby.
Hi, I'm not Batsby. I currently play Shen, who has an awkward-ass relationship with his mother, much like my one in real life. Just kidding. It's wonderful. Love you, Mama, for watching. Shit. I don't do anything online, really, that I can talk about in front of people. But follow everyone else. Bye.
Wait, you're part of an online D&D.
Oh, I am on a D&D stream that normally meets Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Americas.
I think that's the link on your thing.
It is the link. It is the link. Where
So-
you can see me playing my half vampire Way of Shadow monk. Be a badass. Who just got new artwork, by the way. It looks dope. As
yeah,
fuck. Probably
so-
not as great as Thousand Youngs, but still pretty great as.
Wow.
Which I also have to
Yeah.
complete for.
Yeah, why have you finished any of that shit? It's, you're not busy with anything else important.
Yeah.
Like you have exams.
Any presentations for your, while working on your PhD, you know how it is.
Doctor. I'm done.
You'll be Dr. Thousand Young.
Dr. Young. Alright, Blurred. And her husband.
Yeah, he's there most days. I am Blurred
Unfortunately.
Song. I am on the internet on most platforms as Blurred Song. Follow me on them. I'm there. Sometimes.
Like beef, she's in there. Okay. I am Protein. I am Cavi Cav. I'm Cavi Cav or Cavi Cav's Gaming. I have my YouTube channel, which after 24 hours, my videos. I usually export them to my YouTube channel and then forget about it for like a week and a half, and then finally post the episode. I'm terrible at that, so it is what it is.
As long as they're saved. As long as we
Yeah, no, they're exported. I just I don't like put in the titles and the description and stuff. I'm terrible at the descriptions. I'm like, stuff happened. I obviously run this game. I stream every other Saturday. I stream, and usually I change to Tuesdays and Thursdays because my not a girlfriend streams usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, and so I play Overwatch with her. I have to play more Vampire so I can raffle stomp my way through the rest of that game.
I'm so upset that you did that Mary fight so well.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am so.
Oh yeah, I
fucking
wrecked
upset
her.
about
I mean, I almost died a couple times because she hit me with her little explosive thing, but yeah.
it. I forgot how to parry.
Yeah, the parrying was definitely pivotal in that. Pivotal parrying practicing. I'm gonna be in like 2 weeks ish when the new expansion for Dead by Daylight comes out. I'm hoping that people will send me money so I could buy it because I don't have a source of income. And look, our thing. I updated our document thing because somebody sent me a better one. Hooray! Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna be playing the new expansion of Dead by Daylight when it comes out because stars. Nemesis. I played Resident Evil 3 Nemesis so many times, and I was so hyped for the remake. That's all I really do online. I play on a Fantastic Gentleman's D&D game every other Sunday as well, where I'm the most ridiculous kobold monk in existence.
Let's just say you're yourself. That's the most ridiculous, and I was like, yes.
Yes. Trifle, I let my chaos reign with Trifle. More than I should. If only that was online too, you'd all get to enjoy that. We gotta turn into a podcast or something.
too much work.
I know. We'll get Finnick to do it. She can make it. She'll put all that work in. She's got the free time, right? So that's it. Yep, we're gonna be back. What was it? We had June 12th. June 12th with the next session 6. Once again, everybody gets 2 more experience points because I said so. If you want to spend it, just let me know. I don't care if you're spending it. I'll double check it with you. I mean, I'm sure once you guys get into it, you'll figure out better how it works, and then we'll get there. But just let me know what you spent it on, so I know. Make sure that you're not accidentally messing anything up.
I put all mine in.
So
LD